Good morning, everybody. Gotta unplug my one monitor because it's down. Wonderful. Happy morning. Uh, I guess I don't get game match up until it starts, which is fine. Welcome in everybody joining today. We're gonna have a fun one here on the USFL broadcast.
Well, I think it's just about Arlington. Because if you think about the Arlington Renegades a year ago, they started their season 0-6. They could not win a game. They lost every way possible. But last week got off to a hot start. It was the running game. They're 1-0. I want to see.
Hello, Doug. Welcome in, buddy.
And it looked like a team with the experience that they could possibly get back to a championship game like they did 2 years ago.
They got high ambitions. You know, you mentioned the running game. Last week they were very prolific on the ground. The Renegades ran wild in week one, took me 183 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground.
Looks like the Renegades did a lot of running week one. I didn't get to see week one that much.
3 scores on 3 carries. Kalen Balazs, though, he was the one that made history with his 77-yard touchdown sprint. It was the longest run play in UFL history. There's a look at some of the cogent important numbers from their week one win. And right now, Harry Douglas standing by with Kalen Balazs.
Yes, I'm standing here beside all 6'2", 225-pound running back Kalen Balazs. 9 carries, 110 yards, a touchdown last week. You watched the film on the Houston Roughnecks defense who gave up 273 yards. What are you excited about today?
Hey, it's 0-0, you know. We're going into this week.
Hey, it's 0-0. Okay.
We ain't lost, we ain't won, they ain't won, you know what I mean? So
1 minute left till kickoff here, I believe.
Talk about your offensive line and also the receivers and tight ends blocking that.
Still trying to figure out how Fox brings this stuff in. Good morning, Jersey girl. Welcome in.
Yeah, for sure. I need all those guys. It takes all 11 of us every play, you know what I mean, to be successful. So having these guys up front and on the outside doing what they're doing, it makes my job easy.
Thanks, Kalen. Have a good day.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll send it over to Cole Kulik for the Houston Roughnecks. We got defensive coordinator Chris Wilson here, who coach. You said not up to your standard from a tackling perspective last week. So you decided to change some things up in practice. How different from the fundamentals techniques that you worked on last week?
Well, they were. We've done a lot of things to help us handle the motions and keep the box clean. And
They should have it on here where it says like game changers or game casts.
We tackle individually. So we made it a big point of emphasis, and the guys took the hard stuff and they leaned into it. So I feel excited about today's practice. I mean, work, not practice, but work.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
There you go, fellas.
Kirk, you linebacker position. What's the perspective? Get guys on the ground.
Just go tackle.
Yeah.
That's all it is. If you're JT Tyler, the linebacker, everybody on the team, let's go tackle. Because if you're scared, go to church.
Debbie Bernfeld, good morning.
See what some of the numbers and what some of the props and the numbers are saying. Aaron, what do you have for us?
Well, Arlington opened as an 8.5-point favorite, and 91% of the money is coming in on them, pushing this line to -11.5. This is the fourth spread that we've
-11.5 on Arlington today.
You guys also already talked about the Arlington running game, how great that was in week one, which is right now why we're seeing Devion Smith to currently have the most money in tickets to score a touchdown today on ESPN Bet. That's not too surprising, but as for that total, still sitting at 39.5. The unders for UFL right now, 5-1 to start the season. So death, taxes, UFL unders. Right now, the public liking Arlington, and surprisingly, the over in this one.
Hey, over, a little change of trend right there. Let's take a look at our crew picks. Cole going with Balazs and his rushing number. It's a Sunday for Sal, as far as I'm concerned. Kirk, you got the +11.5, and Harry Douglas is laying the points. Garrett's going with the under, and our crew as a whole going with the Balazs touchdown, coming off that big record-running week a week ago.
All right, we're close to kickoff here.
Houston deferring to the second half.
Quilek, hello, welcome in.
The win a season ago was against this Arlington squad.
Mr. Thibodeau, hello.
Football first.
Here's the kick, boom. Houston getting it, or Arlington getting it.
Price on the return.
Out to the 25, dropped it to 26.
25-yard 15-yard return on the play, and that's where Luis Perez, we talked about him in the open a moment ago. The king of spring. Folks, he has arguably the most compelling football story in all of professional football. Communicate all day. Didn't play varsity high school football. Let's go. Here we go, boys. Everyone, pistol, trips right, knee in. I'm sorry. Pistol, trips right, knee in. 93 Willie, 96 October. He's calling 2 plays in the huddle every time. Yeah. This is what they put on Luis Perez as the quarterback of this Renegades team.
Shotgun formation, single back set. Handoff straight up the middle. Gain of about 6. Second down.
Out to the 33-yard line. He didn't play high school football, played NAIA football. Watch a YouTube video on how to play the quarterback position. So butt right coffee. C. F. Casper, 63 swirl. Right back. Something right. Hey, send it down from Castle. Second down from the 32. Settle it down. Let's hope he watch 80, the tight end. Settle it down. Number 80. Settle it down.
Shotgun formation. Gonna throw. Dumps it underneath. Caught. No gain. Might have lost a couple.
Complete out of the flat. And a great open field tackle by Colby Richardson on Isaiah Winston. And we just talked about tackling. Yeah. And that's how you do it. You got to get to the outside and get guys down to the ground.
Yeah, this is the live scoreboard as much as it is. And there's nothing to show yet. I'm watching to see if the live stats update.
And this is that down and distance. Oh, yes. Where Houston likes to blitz. They love to blitz in these scenarios. Do they come with the blitz on the first third down?
Shotgun gonna throw. 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Going across the middle. Incomplete.
So the Roughnecks defense will get off the field on the opening series.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, that's just a bad pass. I think by Perez, he's waiting. And by the time that ball is released, it's just a little too high. And if you're on the opposite side of the Roughnecks, after the game you had last week, right, and you get a 3 and out, let's start this game. Definitely something that you can build on. That's how your mentality a little bit moving forward, albeit it's still early. 4th down and 8 coming up.
4th and 8. Here comes the kick.
Booms one all the way.
He crushes that one.
14-yard line. Chisholm watches it go over his head, and this is gonna stop dead.
It's going to be downed at the 2-yard line. Holy hell.
For Houston, wow. King with a regal boot that goes 70 yards. Come on now.
70 yards on that bomb. Okay, there we go. I just saw it come up.
Wow, that's a nice job by Marquette. He played it perfectly. So Anthony Brown taking the reins of the offense for Houston. Struggled last week, threw a couple of interceptions. He can rediscover his rhythm here today.
Mark, how about big 54 fullback right now for Houston?
Jump for it, baby. There we go.
I'll say big guys need love too.
Hey, I know Cook gets excited when they run those ISOs.
Why am I not getting the play-by-play over here?
Straight ahead, they prosper out of that formation. All the way out to the 7, a good 5-yard gain on the play.
I know you were loving it too, watching that Houston film last week. I had to rewind it 5 or 6 times. I was like, are they running old school ISO?
They are.
Head-to-head, nose-to-nose, right up on an inside linebacker.
I kept trying to figure out why it was called Cuban taking it late at night. He's watching the same film that I'm watching. It's old school ISO. It's old school football. That's what the Roughnecks want to give back to this week. They played that kind of football in Jurassic Park back in the day. They get it out quick, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Hello, Candy. It's there. It's just not coming up on this computer.
Anthony Brown just got to put it on. Yeah. That time he let up a little bit too much.
I don't know why.
Those are the plays that you have to have. Those are the easy high percentage rules that Anthony Brown he has to make.
Drive, X out. One day, ready?
I see. Quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, got to look at him a moment ago. Barrett in the backfield.
It will not show on this computer today. I don't know why. Brown, incomplete, deflected.
At the line of scrimmage, or somebody might have hit him as he released it. It's right here. It's number 97 from Chris Odom. Chris Odom. Yeah. And look, he knows his Houston team very well. Watch 93 at the end. He was a Houston Roughneck a year ago and already letting his teammates know, watch out, I'm still here. As he gets through and puts the pressure on Anthony Brown, that's what made the ball flutter in the air. And a nice 3 and out on the opposite side now for the Arlington Renegades. Not only was he a Roughneck last year, he was all UFL as well. So after the punt, Arlington looking at.
I don't have another server there.
For their next series on offense, Jaden Price standing right around this punt.
Line drive, punt, caught at the 45, down to the 40, 35, into the 30, dropped it to 28. Welcome in, Candy.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Luis Perez from there. So they'll gain a little bit on that field position game, Kirk, because of that great punt by King. And we got to go back to that second down play. That positive run on first down Houston did.
Why is it showing on one of my computers but not on the other? I'm using Google, the same thing.
Right coffee. Why? You're 7 after the right. That's yours, Eddie. In the backfield. Now in motion. There's Balaj. Got a nice seam.
Nice run around the outside, down to the 21.
All the way down to the 21-yard line. He picked up 9. You just got to watch. It's sort of a herky-jerky type of movement by the running back. When you get inside and stop and you get all the way to the back to the outside, it makes the linebackers, the defensive backs have to stop.
Lila Rose, hello, welcome in.
He gets the call again on 2nd and brought down, though, at about the 22-yard line.
We'll keep checking it from time to time. It's all I can do. Roll with this right now.
Let's go. Buffalo, Trey Wright, you're short, 34-05. Trey Wright, you're short, 34-05.
Trey Wright, you short, 34-05. I'm sitting call, ready? You hear Buffalo, that's the big boys. Okay, that's the extra offensive line.
Third down at 1. Third down at 1.
So right in duel, he's got to find
under center. Perez. Handoff straight up the middle. Going to bounce to the left. First down inside the 20, down to the 16. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
I got your spot.
Center.
Holding offense.
Holding offense. Bring it back, Jack.
So they're going to bring back first down run by Balaj. And he'll come out of the ball game. And that's all the way on the backside. It was 34. It was to the right. But it has to go all the way to the backside. And watch 71. It's that little hole. And that's what allowed Balaj to get to the outside for the first down. Now it's taken away.
And I will say, guys, if it was one negative last week for the Arlington Renegades, it was the penalties that they got across the board, offensively, defensively, and on special teams.
Excuse me.
There's the first one.
Shotgun going to throw. Cross the middle. Caught at the 12. First down. Renegades.
That's going to be a first down for Arlington. 19-yard gain. It's a 19-yard gain. It's just Luis Perez scanning and seeing. That's a tight window throw. Got to stick that one in there. When they say layering the ball, that's what layering it is. Having to layer over the top of that first set of the finish.
He had a couple of those tight window throws last week also, Kurt.
Yeah, sure did. He knows where he wants to go.
Gonna go across the middle. Caught at the goal line.
Let's see what the ruling's going to be.
I gotta say he's down. Spaceship Ears, good morning.
Looks like they're going to say the ground tossed the Fumble. He was down at the 1. He was completely checked.
And the play was down by Carson. First down.
I love the way that Keaton Isaac, number 24, they're going to try to hold this one because I don't think they hit position all the way through. And there goes the challenge flag right now.
Challenge flag is down. Challenge flag is down.
whether you like it or not. Let's see. Let's go through this and catch or not.
The previous player is under further review.
So I've got him going to the ground to make the catch, and the ball is moving the entire time. If I watch it at full speed, he never completes the process of the catch. There's no act comment to the game. We've got an incomplete pass, so let's go back and give him the previous spot information. Okay, Jeff, we're going to go incomplete. Does not complete the process to the catch. We're going to give you the.
They're going to go incomplete. Bring it back.
13-yard line, right hash, and it's going to be second down. It'll be second down, second and 10.
Second down and 10 coming back from the 13.
That was a great job by 24 Keenan Isaac on that play. Play all the way through, finished, broke it up.
So after further review, the running on the field is an incomplete pass. Second down.
It's one of those plays too, like where you're faking the run and the wide receivers running a 5-step, what we call a glance. You kind of want to widen that split out a little bit to keep you away from those inside defenders. I thought his split was entirely a little bit too close there. And if you're going to line up close, make sure you arc out a little bit before breaking that thing across space.
I would also say that's got to be a compact catch too, right there. He's got to grab that and secure it quickly because of all the defenders in that close proximity.
Second down and 10. Handoff. That's going to go nowhere. Maybe a yard. Falls forward for 2. Inside the 10-yard line.
One thing you saw last week from Caleb Lodge, we've watched him throughout his years, and he was at Arizona State. Right. When he was with the Miami Dolphins, he's a hard back to break down. You talked about it earlier with him, Harry. Hey, he's hard. The initial defender can't bring him down.
He might go wild out. Sorry.
No, he's rock solid. He shook my hand.
Third down and 7. 3rd and 7.
222. On 3rd and 7.
Dumps it underneath. Caught. Tackled at the 10. Going to be dropped there. It's going to end up being a field goal opportunity.
Marvin Mooney Jr. makes it 4th down, and the Roughneck defense stiffening their backs collectively.
There we go. Finally. Coming over here. I don't know what took so long. Well, we got it.
Can we get all 11 hats at the football, and that's what they're doing. That's a nice job on 3rd down, securing a tackle and forcing a field goal. Chris Wilson said they're going to do some tackling drills. So they're paying some early dividends. So
there we go. Now we're cooking with candy.
With the field goal.
Field goal's up, and field goal is good.
Pretty good. Back after this.
All right, 3-0 game here. You got UFL coverage right here on the channel. We're glad you found us. Hopefully you're having a good day wherever you are. I just need to get the updated. Dun, 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 dun. Updated UFL. Where are the standings for UFL? Specific stories.
Free dessert, oh, because I joined Rewards for a month of free. Yes.
Well, as they did over here, they've been over here, Arlington, the whole time, John, for the UFL. And the USFL as well. Welcome in, Gloria.
And 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with sizzling skillets and steak.
All right, let's see if we got this right here. Let me update this. Because I was working on our interview for later tonight this morning when I got in the studio. I was late for church this morning, so I had to go back and rewatch the readings and the homily this morning. So I was doing that for a few minutes just sitting here.
So he takes it out on those.
All right. Renegades are 1-0. Defenders are 2-0.
Progressive called me back about the claim my file.
Support when you need it. Wonder what that's like, huh?
Battlehawks are 1-0. Brahmas are 0-1, so that's definitely right.
Switch to get good coverage.
And then Panthers 1-1. Stallions 1-1. Roughnecks 0-1. Showboats 0-2. So that is at least current as far as the numbering goes. Yeah, well, that was the prior USFL. That was like, it was like the previous league, and then the owners of this bought the rights from them, and then they called them Arlington here.
Visit the UFL.com for tickets.
Because the old USFL has been around for a long time, back into the early 80s.
Coach Campbell was on me too. Great coach, great call. Everything worked out for us. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's a smart move, you know. And they're playing in the old stadium for the Rangers, the old Arlington stadiums down there that they've never ripped down. So I've actually seen a baseball game in this stadium. What's up, Hatbox Ghost? Welcome in. Oh, that's awesome. Running back comes up on the return out to the 33. Short return.
UFL is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Look inside the lovely new, pristine UFL headquarters. Just nearby. Houses all the teams up at UFL.
All right, under center, single back set. Going to hand it off. Base it, play action. Going to roll and throw. Going to get hammered and sacked for a loss. Brown sacked back at the 27 for a loss. We're looking for 9 subscribers today to get us up over the 200 plateau.
His job, right? Bill Belichick always says that. Do your job. He does his job and gets a big sack.
Shotgun handoff, short run, gain of about 2. Not much there. I'm excited about tonight's interview at 6 o'clock. Another great quality creator. Show number 82 for the ladies. Plus, a brand new opening that is really, really good. Really, really good opening coming tonight. And closing for that factor.
The career is fine. The tight end coming across me in the field open on that touchdown play also.
He's going to get rid of that football quick.
Shotgun formation, single back set, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolls to his left, throws to his right. Incomplete. 4th down and long. They're going to be punting again. It is hard work, John. Absolutely.
It's 16 yards to pick up. That's tough. But I would love to see him put some pressure on this Renegades defense. Some design quarterback runs. I'm still waiting for it. That's 2 series now. We haven't seen him just take off and go. For a couple of picks last week, threw one on the opening sequence of the game. 4th down. Jaden Price back in his own 20.
4th down. Boom. Crushed all the way to the 40. Tackled at the 46. Ball down there. Arlington's going to start there from the 46. We got a quick timeout.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm using.
Glad you're here today with us.
Now,
We are very appreciative of you being here.
Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or
I am working on our broadcast while we're doing this.
detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure.
An uncommon risk of heart attack,
Dun,
stroke,
dun,
or severe
dun,
blood
dun.
vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain.
Facebook. Where's the book of faces? There it is.
Your world with Vabysmo. The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
To all of these men, I want to say that football is not just a game, but a way of life. And that each man.
Football is a way of life in a lot of ways. Anybody brand new in here for the first time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. The NFL draft is coming in 19 days. We'll be doing that right here. We'll be doing that right here.
The Pella Care Guarantee covers windows and installation.
Perfect, but I really picked Pella Windows because they
Protect against some pretty extreme weather conditions. Pella windows and doors are built to perform.
You get more for your money at Thompson Creek.
we do it all.
Design, build, and install.
So there's no middleman markup.
Design, build, and install.
In our local factories, you get high-quality windows at an affordable price.
It's our biggest sale of the year, and you
Minecraft did well. That's cool.
and lowest monthly payments on all windows and doors.
You get more.
More. You get more for your money at Thompson Creek. Call now for the biggest sale of the year. Call 855-57-CREEK.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather so they can handle my family and
Help keep my home quiet. At Pella, we stand behind our products and installation.
Wait, another timeout here.
Right now. You know, just give it to him. You know, it's a catch and run. He wants to play it right there. Don't you? Yeah. If you get you solid, you got to go up the back.
Well, their audio sounds awful right there.
You don't take the sack if you can.
Well, there's the advice of head coach. Can't take the sack. Right now, Arlington football at the 46.
Arlington football at the 46.
Always alert shot area. He was getting those swings. Right, 45-yard line. The tip, those shots down the field.
Shotgun hands it off tackle left, solid run, 5, close to 10 yards. That's going to be a first down. Another solid run.
From Winston, the receiver. Let's go down to Harry, speaking of receivers.
Yeah, I'm out here with outside linebacker Chris Hogan. You're going to get your former team a big
Their audio is crap right now. I hope they figure that out and do something about it, ESPN. They're getting a hum, and it's, shotgun formation, single back set, going to throw. Down the field he goes, got a man, incomplete. Trying to go down the right hash sideline.
Just reassurance after that. So, but nevertheless, it's still in the game, so we got a lot of football to play. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Okay, what's a little bit personal? Oh, yeah, personal.
Yes, it is.
He was very low key, like the bottom block on that one. But yeah.
So Michael Jordan said from last dance, right?
I'll take that.
Shotgun formation, second down and 10, second and 10. Trips to the right. Look at the throw. Looked like a false start. Yeah, they are going to call it. It was definitely early motion.
Before the snap, start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Cole Kuchler, I've never seen this many tackle traps in my life. I mean, it's one thing to see the guard pull. It's one thing to see the opposite side guard pull, but to see a tackle, that's awesome.
Yeah, when you got a tackle pulling that early, something's wrong.
Some things that people were not used to seeing. That was almost a good play right there. I didn't cut back last week for a big game. The D tackle run through your 40 backside tackle, kind of like a trap play for him, and then he gets to look himself.
It messes with the linebacker's eyes, man. I'm telling you. It messes with the eyes.
Perez throws complete down to the 34. Third down coming up.
And Luis Perez doesn't get long. He is a quick hitch. But what's that last play? And that ball's out. That's a big game right there. Right there. 35.
Because we think that with it, it's a lot of motion, a lot of movement. And Chris Wilson, Roughnecks defensive coordinator, told us they're going to have to safety team.
Shotgun formation again. 3rd down and 15. That can't be right. That graphic's got to be off. Perez goes down the sideline, incomplete.
Leon O'Neal popping his studs to Canelo. And they have a plan. Their plan was to figure out number 80 and number 8. You do a good job. Yeah, you do a little bit. Yeah. But then also, that was man-to-man coverage. If you take care of man-to-man coverage, put your checks out a little bit.
They're going to punt. 4th and 5. I thought it was 5 yards. I didn't say it was 15. Field goal attempt coming. It's a 53-yarder. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide left. Wide left.
See if Anthony Brown can heed the words of his head coach and get the ball out. Feed those wide receivers a little bit.
How much time we got left in this first quarter?
I'll check that.
They're not doing a good job of keeping the time up there. It looks like about 2 minutes left in the first.
On Saturday, Houston heads to Memphis at 2:30 on ESPN. Then we have a Sunday doubleheader on ABC, starting with San Antonio and Michigan at noon, followed by DC and St. Louis at 3. Third series of the ball game for Anthony Brown.
Handoff off tackle, short run, bounces out to the right. He's going to get about 7 or 8 yards after the bounce out. That's a nice effort.
Neighbor Jones, what's up? The fullback out there. It's cool to know it's good. I played a little Friday in high school, so I'm an athlete. So lots of athletes too. Just like we will see you back in a down position, maybe. You know, I don't know how to play my fullback. You know, whatever comes next, comes next. I know. There we go.
Downfield throwing, incomplete.
Sometimes it's required to play multiple positions, right? It's all about versatility. It's the more that you can do, especially when a lot of these guys get to the National Football League. They can get back there. You got to play more than one position. So you can be a swing tackle, a swing guard. And Avery Jones says, hey, I can play a little fullback. Right. Guys are showing what they can do with their opportunities.
2nd down. Timeout being called. God, their audio's rough today. I mean, I've had bad audio days myself, so I can't complain here.
Hey, look. Next time they're 30, they can always just talk.
Yeah, 2 YouTubes? No, that's just a video.
This was a Philadelphia Eagles. We know what you call them. It'll be the touch push. You don't have to worry about it. The touch push is still legal while it's still
Magic of Rob Surratt. We definitely want that.
Real offensive linemen don't need that.
I hear all this chatter, all go, baby. Let it fly, let it fly. We're going to go 4-4 that one, and we don't complain.
Here's a trick push here. Here it is.
Short run. I think they're going to give it to him. Kolya, hello, good morning.
Avery Jones, 6'4", 317. That's what an extra push in there gave that yard they needed. 314, man. That took steps on the scale. He says to continue. Big Tuesday, 104. Here, the opening quarter.
104 to go in the quarter. Quick out, caught inside the 50, down to the 40, first down inside the 30, still going. Still loose at the 20, at the 15, Tackle at the 10. What a run.
All the way down to the 10. Wow.
Big run all the way down to the 10. Again, if you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
Put the balls in their hand. You talk about a great game. First takes some momentum into the next quarter.
End of the first quarter.
Look at your Steve up. We'll be back in a minute. My moderate severe own symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Sky Racing, feels symptoms late at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks.
UFL not doing themselves justice with ESPN with the sound here. A lot of people are going to turn this on and turn the game off. I know, sound is a key factor when you're broadcasting. And I've had my days where I've struggled with it and tried to work through it. And it's just a battle. This one's horrible right now. It's giving me a headache just to even listen to it. Welcome in. Anybody new in here, say hello. We're having some fun here this morning. Finish this. I got some touch-up to do on our interview for Jen and I for Tuesday night. It's coming together really well. Interview is written and done. We got to send it over to the guests. We're finalizing our interview platform. That's about 50% done. It'll take a little bit. It won't take that long to pull that together this afternoon. We're going to have a great interview at 6 o'clock tonight. Just hope all the girls are feeling great. I know I'm struggling this morning. I can feel like congestion, and I think it's just, pollen is starting to come out hard. Pollen and all starting to come out hard. You're getting a lot of rain across the country. As soon as the rain's done, the pollen's hitting, making it tough, So I know Preston woke up this morning a little bit ago. He looked wonderful, to say the least, and very happy that the pollen count was up. And so, you go out of one section with flu and cold, you go right into another with everything we're dealing with. It feels like we're constantly managing things. But that's life. I'd rather be here managing it than having the alternative when it comes to my spot. So we're just 9 subscribers away from clicking that 1 to a 26.2. We're going to try to find 9 new friends today between this broadcast and supposed to have a baseball broadcast later. I have that on hold tentatively right now. I want to get done my Tuesday interview stuff. I should be good, though. I should be able to go there, and we'll probably go there late because it looks like this interview tonight will be really good. I see it getting shared out even by our guests today, right now, which is cool. Love it when the guests do that and they share out. We don't require over here people to do that. I'll add that to my story for Nick. I help my buddy Nick out there. I don't mind doing that for Nick and Claire. Magical Hijinks shared it out. If I can get this, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Got some good things going on. All right, coming back in here to the game for bad sound. Oh my God, it's horrible. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here for those coming in new.
And we went down. It was first down at the 47. And we were going in. So it was first to take the 47 going in, so they forced the foul for the 43.
So when he first in the 47, it's still 57, correct?
Correct. We're going 10 yards from the 43 back to the minus 47.
Here's a look at the play.
Sound just confirmed. And down the distance, guys?
No, they don't have the NFL sound budget, that's for sure. They're figuring out where to mark him here.
After further review,
How could I be covering if I'm doing this game? Welcome in, Naked North.
Do you like the rule? Did you challenge it? Yeah. I love it. You that you get the play right. And officials
All right, they're getting the play right. That's the balance of what matters. Now that they've readjusted.
UFL is all about. You know how many times have you seen a game change on one play? Right? And this is the play that Houston needed. They're right now inside the red zone. Now you look at the play before, you realize it was an illegal play. Illegal play. That pushes them all the way back. But it got all the way down there within the shadows of the goal line, and it stood earlier. They're going to score. Yeah, there's a penalty.
How popular is the UFL? I mean, it's growing. It's not nowhere near the level of the NFL, but it's growing and it's endorsed by the NFL because the NFL is using it kind of to find players that need to develop. So it's picking up. You know, they're getting half decent crowds. Again, they're not getting full stadiums, but they're getting half decent crowds, and they've got television rights on ESPN and Fox and ABC. So not doing too bad there. And they got The Rock, you know, one of the biggest entertainers in the world behind it. So shotgun formation, false start. No, I'm not going to watch that.
Number 73.
False start. I'm going to broadcast this game and then work on our interviews for tonight.
That's Samuel Jackson. Well, you guys throw a nail in there. There's a reason why the nail is my bad. But Samuel Jackson, yeah, it's tough to tell you so far. It's dry. Right. There in the backfield.
Shotgun. Look at his throws. Goes underneath. Dropped.
Intended for Chisholm. His first target today, Stephen Jones knocked it out. So, as you say, who's that on? That a quarterback or is that wide receiver?
That's in the wide receiver. It's the same play that he dropped last week in this game versus St. Louis. You got to be a certain guy. The quarterback has to be able to count on you in these moments.
This time it's handed off over the right side of that offensive line. Down to the 45. Victim of about 3 on the play. And going back to that last play, I agree with you, Harry. He's got to make sure he secures that football. It seemed like he was a little lackadaisical. He's got to grab that right away and know that the defender is going to be treated. That was a missed opportunity. That's what keeps this third long here. He's long. Hold it motion.
Shotgun handoff, play action off the hand. Down to the 48.
He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. Oh, no, they got it. 6-yard gain. So now it's 4th down coming up, right? 4th down coming up. Again, that first down play is one which they dropped. They've been in the second and long, third and long ball game. You got to have some positive plays on first down. That's why they've got the punt here. Chris Blue standing against his own 37.
Lila Rose, $69.99 Canadian. Thank you, Lila Rose. That's a beautiful blessing this morning. You're doing a great job. Well, thank you. We appreciate Lila and all of her support for our channel. Lila is an amazing, amazing supporter for us. That will be used to support the channel. Thank you, dear.
Mine was during the Germany 1984.
I heard that from my family in 1945.
USA membership is for those who serve. It can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to serve their family's legacy.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
At USAA, see if you can become a member today. The members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
On April 23rd, the accountant is back.
Do you have a location?
But this time, he brought his brother.
He's an hit harder than I thought.
You like puzzles?
I'm so curious. People think she can kill all those people.
How do you know?
And she kicked.
That's all it is, really.
No.
You counted 2, 3 dollars.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world famous Baja Chipotle sauce.
That's not it.
Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway. Today.
I need to go check something for tonight's stream real quick.
Sometimes on moderate to severe plaque.
Bear with me for 1 second here. You're going to see my Disney stream for just a second.
I'm freed up there, my.
I need to check something. Okay. Imagine. GTA. Okay. Interesting. NFL. Back to that. Back to that.
Many people were 100% plaque free. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie can help you.
Jeff Condon, 29 months. Thank you for all your support.
I'm here with head coach Bob Stoops for the Arlington Renegades, and what looked like was going to be an explosive pass play for the Houston Roughnecks. Your antennas was up, and you challenged the play. Who alerted you?
Yeah, our guys up in the box saw it 73 blocked, 5 in the back, our corner. So fortunately, with the quarter break, we had time to review it, and we had a challenge and won the challenge.
Thanks, coach.
All right, thank you. Well, let's see if this Renegade offense can get going. Talked about Perez a little bit earlier. When he walked into his JUCO coach's office, the coach said, "Where's your tape?" He said, "I don't have any."
Good to see you, Jeff. Thank you for all your support.
Because it's JUCO, but practice is at 4 p.m. You could show up.
Earl, welcome in.
Sharp to play. On the play fake.
Play fake across the middle, complete to the 39.
Wednesday. Let's bring in Aaron Dolan. Aaron, tell us what's happening with the numbers of the line.
One of the biggest betting trends that we've monitored for the entire UFL season comes back to these unders. You've seen the total drop from 39 when it closed to 32.5. That's not too surprising. And as for the Renegades, that line got as low as -5.5, back up to -10.5.
Wow. All right, Aaron. 32.5. Winston still on his feet.
Short run across the 50.
But he got a lot of help from behind from his buddies, Kurt. Yeah, refused got the first down. He's refused to go down. I mean, he's been the favorite target for Luis Perez so far. And there's a reason why. He's running off, and yet he comes underneath. Nobody there for him. Gets the ball, and gets north inside right away.
And it's funny, guys, because you think a guy playing in the slot versus zone coverage, you don't have to run 100 miles per hour. You have to be able to survey the defense, understand what's going on, and be able to go to the vacant spots and sit down and be available for the quarterback. Great job by Isaiah Winston.
Line up in the backfield this time, Harry.
Short run. No, not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
12 minutes approaching. Big defensive game again.
Right off the edge. You'll just see him. He gets a rip, comes through, and just gets Perez down to the ground. That's a nice job. Not only getting off but watch the acceleration through. He gets to the top and finds a way to get to Perez. 363. Plays football collegiately in Charlotte. Play, go. That's it. Play clock at 5. Canelo with the reception down to the 30.
Down to the 45.
And we have a player floating it up right at midfield. The Renegades.
Quick pause for 1 second.
Saves you money on DoorDash, so you can skip the trip.
I hope you guys are having a good time in here today. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe. We're at a quick timeout here. All these games this year have been going low score for this league. Low score for this league. I think they've only had one that's gone over the total. So I'm sure if nothing else, they'd like to get their offensive scoring up a little bit. You don't want to be known as a football league that there's no scoring or minimal scoring.
That's right. It's tier season now through June 2nd.
Great month of free Buffalo Wild Wings gave to me. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free.
Yes. Can you feel it? It's down to the wire.
Hockey playoffs are starting. We'll try to get some of the hockey playoffs in. It's a crazy time of year with baseball going, UFL going, basketball playoffs starting, which we're definitely going to be doing some of those, and then hockey going at the same time.
Attention, super markup shoppers. It's about time we pay.
So we got ball on the 44 when we come back here. It was an injury that pulled us out for the timeout.
We're getting hustle, people. Hey, buddy, got loyalty card? Useless. How's it Aldi? You don't need one to get a good deal. Here at Aldi.
Let's see what time the Orioles start today. I think they're like at 1:30.
Everything we don't do is free.
Bum, bum, bum.
Let's talk about America's Lordens. Trump's been busy these last few days. The man just can't stop, won't stop.
Mass deportations, tariffs,
Pointing people, firing people, grabbing Panama by the canal.
don't even think.
Where is my MLB thing?
He's basically the norovirus. While we struggle to clean up all the puke, he comes out the other end with something even worse.
Comedy Central's The Daily Show. New tomorrow at 11 on Comedy Central. And catch up on Paramount Plus.
There we go. Coming back in. Orioles are at 2:10 today. They're late.
Well, the Women's National Championship between South Carolina and UConn, 3 p.m. Eastern today. ABC will have the traditional broadcast, or you can watch here on ESPN with Sue Bird and Dana Taurasi. That's 3 Eastern shortly after we finish here in Arlington. Those two are a trip. That's right.
3rd down and 6 coming up. 3rd down and 6.
Two of the best to ever do it. Who are you taking, South Carolina? Oh, man, it's tough, right? The defending champions are UConn, and Paige Beckers finally put that national title on her resume for UConn. That's must-see TV later on. 3rd and 6 coming up. Perez looking to pull from the pocket, and now using his leg.
Caught and complete, but
By Leon O'Neal.
4th down coming up.
Right there, no gain on the play. 4th down. Yeah, Perez off this one. There's just nowhere to go. Look at everywhere. Cover. That's a nice job of plastering wide receivers and then making the quarterback feel it at the end. Leon O'Neal keeping his eye on the quarterback, sort of a spy, and got Luis Perez down. That's what Perez has shown throughout the last couple of weeks. His ability to do what? Take off and get some yardage. O'Neal was right there for him. Coach was telling us that done himself a speed coach recently.
End over end punt. Going to get knocked out of bounds at the 20.
After the 31-yard punt. He's a speed coach. Yeah. I don't know how much speed you get. Because I know I turned 30.
You know the one thing, Doug, I don't know why they don't take and put all of the seats that are available on the television camera side. They open up the whole stadium. I would put the seats at the end zone and the television camera side and make it look more packed than I would letting the whole stadium be open. There's a ton of people on the camera side that you don't even know are there. First down and 10, looking to throw. Caught, short gain of about 2.
His receiver got drilled by Donald Payne.
I mean, I know wrestling does that.
Coming out of the backfield, just sat down. 3-yard gain on the play. Yeah, that's Payne and Odom. Like 3, he's all over the field today. It's a big game for him going against his own teammates. They go trips left. Brown with the bump.
Oh, big run out to the 30, 29. They're going to give him a first down. The bigger challenge they're going to have with fans and keeping this going is getting these offenses going. This is the 3rd game I've done, and you're getting a lot of field goals and stuff.
Earlier when they got the first down, the quarterback sneak utilized Anthony Brown, 6'1", 217. So Avery Jones coming in the ball game.
Really, those coaches told us they like running behind his banner over a left tackle.
You got the big 54 in here.
Handoff, off tackle, short run. They're going to pick it up.
With a name like Jones, you know he can ball. He just said.
The other thing they should be doing is focusing on the use of Canton, Ohio. I mean, the Hall of Fame loves having them there. You know, if they were going to have an expansion team, Canton, Ohio would be a great place to have an expansion team. Why wouldn't you do that? It's a great little town. They got a stadium there. You got the Football Hall of Fame there for the NFL. The NFL endorses these guys. Up the middle, no run, bounces outside.
Broke one tackle and then pushed out of bounds.
Lost the yard.
The 30 at the 28. Cole.
I got Roughnecks safety, Leon O'Neal. This defense, you guys made some adjustments during the week, and it looks better. Why is it paying off?
Just playing football. You know, we have hard days. Got to come and respond. That's what football is.
Here's the cool part with you. I've been standing behind you over on the sideline. You're coaching them up when you're not in the game.
Yeah, I just try to be a student of the game. I think I realized you make more plays. I was watching Luke Kuechly earlier this week. He said, man, I wasn't the most athletic, but the game mentally was where I excelled. And so I'm just trying to be a student every single day.
There you go. Good job.
God bless you.
Shotgun throws incomplete. 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's overthrown to Keys.
He said he couldn't find the Kirk Morrison ticket.
The other thing too, I would say, is promotional money. I mean, they've got money behind them, and you don't see as much of this advertised. You know, like I would be advertising the heck out of this league, the games, more than I see out there. It's not bad football.
To get this game, get a score.
Trips right here. Trips right.
We got a flag.
Delay a game.
Offense.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Didn't get it off in time, and Houston 1 of 5 on 3rd downs today. That's not going to help you. No.
The interviews are not a bad thing if they do them right and ask quality questions of the right people at the right time. Cavaliers play tonight at 6. Same time as our stream. I was frustrated about that. If they'd have been this afternoon, I'd have done the Cavaliers instead of this. Shotgun, got to throw. Across the middle, caught. Out to the midfield, short of midfield. It's a 41, but it is going to be a first down. Aaron, welcome in.
His tight end streaked all the way and allowed the speed of Spivey. And there's nobody that can run with him. That's a big pickup from the tight end. Formerly of Mississippi State. All in motion now, 6.
Throws across the middle again, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted.
ball. Duck, 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 duck. Duck, 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 duck.
Doug, I knew was slants back in the day. I don't think slants are happening right now with this formation.
Set to the right. Gets it out complete underneath.
Complete gain of about 7.
Keys. Yeah, I love those buzzwords. Buzzwords, everybody knows what's going on, right? When you hear duck, 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 it's already predetermined routes. And that was what
6 minutes left and a half. 6 minutes.
and that's another positive play. Start stacking these plays up for Houston. Does CJ take a hit? Oh. He didn't play the cut block well. He's
3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 coming up. They converted last time.
There you go, Aaron.
With that back shoulder fade.
Back shoulder fade incomplete. No penalty called. 4th down.
He's working against Price and 4th down.
Yeah, they play at 2 o'clock in that rubber game.
You see that football being underthrown? Let that defender run into you or go up. You're tall enough and make the catch at the highest point.
Well, if I'm Houston, I would see if I throw the flag on that one. I think that was pass interference.
You can challenge. You can challenge.
By Price, I'm thinking I should throw the challenge flag. There it is. See the replay quickly. Here comes the challenge flag. I saw that.
You can replay and challenge penalties in this league, which changes the game around a lot.
Correct. Okay, so I'm on the high left end zone. I've got defender turning. They're both playing the ball at this point, both looking back, both have hands on each other. I'm looking for some kind of material restriction. I just don't see it.
Houston is challenging the rules on the field for defensive pass interference. That play is under further
again. He gets his body around. There's some contact, but I don't have significant contact that affects the receiver. I don't have enough here. So, Jeff, after review, we just do not have pass interference. Going to lose the challenge, charge a timeout.
Lose the challenge, charge a timeout. Not enough there to call the pass interference. So they're going to lose the challenge and the timeout.
Houston has no challenges remaining in the game. 3rd down. Correction, 4th down.
Hey, Dean, I would love to know the restriction. Dean, what's the restriction that you need to see from the cornerback? I see the left hand, that's around the receiver, not allowing him to come back to the football.
5 minutes remaining in the half. 5 minutes.
This is a subjective call. The rule book says materially restricts, significantly hinders. I just didn't see it that way. I saw the contact. I saw both players playing the ball, and I didn't see that material restriction enough where we'd want it for defensive pass defense.
Now, does the ball have anything to do with it if it's underthrown?
Here's the punt.
Get that same restriction because the receiver's trying to get back to the ball.
As long as it's catchable, and again, we do see that type of
touchback.
But it was catchable. And again, it comes down to, is there enough? Is it significant? And in our view, we didn't have enough.
If pass interference was called on that play, would it be hard to overturn that?
It would be harder if the flag was down.
Timeout, everybody.
To me,
I'll be right back. Hey, Ryan Rhodes, I'm working through a couple technical things. Hang tight. We're still 3-0 here. It's 2:11 left in the half. We'll be right back. All right, I think I got this fixed.
You get more for your money in Thompson Creek.
Hello, Tina Marie. Welcome in. Ryan Rowe, welcome in. Welcome in. We are rocking for tonight and ready for tonight. We're excited. Tina Marie's going to be on with Jen, Stephanie, and Miss Angela. We got a great show lined up for tonight. I am excited about that. All right, we got 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning.
He's done with challenges for the day. And I know you get ready for NBA playoffs. You can't bring them home with you. Right? You get ready for NBA playoffs. It's NBA playoffs. They're letting them play. Yeah. I mean, they're not calling pass interference today. They're like, they're letting.
Wait till you guys see this new opening tonight. It's going to be really good.
When the ball's in the air. Hey man, Harry, no empathy for receivers out there today.
Tell it be stronger.
On fourth down, Mark King get a punt.
Here's the punt. Boom.
And this one will turn into the end zone.
Tina, how's weather in New York today?
Comes their way tonight at 7 Eastern here on ESPN with the St. Louis.
Are you getting weather pounded again? We are getting rain down here.
See all the blankets? I'll tell you what, our guys, it's a little chilly here.
Cold? Yeah, we're getting a lot of rain.
Don't start that little chilly.
It's crazy because it was 80 degrees the other day.
There's nothing little about that.
Wonder why everybody gets sick.
Under 2 minutes to go. Yeah,
Under 2 minutes to go here.
2-minute situation for Anthony Brown. Something positive here on first down to get the drive going.
Shotgun, look at the throw underneath, caught. Oh, dude got it licked. Oh my God, he took a big hit. He is out. He is walking, and he looks like he just got knocked out in a prize fight. That guy is done. He got popped. His head came off. Helmet came off.
He's playing center field, and he had a
Good Lord.
head of steam.
40s and rain in Ohio.
6'4", 214. So
Dude took a licking, and not the kind you like.
I think it was a legal hit to me. Came here with the shoulder, did not lead with the helmet.
It's crazy. It's this weather.
Be strong at the catch point.
That's going to be concussion protocol for that dude.
You might as well. You're going to get hit regardless. You might as well hold on to it.
You know, I just love seeing Larry Fitzgerald run that route. Except the defenders will bounce off of it.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't go through the week. I want Preston to get some games in.
Julio, and I thought he was your former teammate, Harry, will run that route, and guys would bounce
Throws underneath, caught. First down. First down for Houston. No, I get you, Tina. Jen's having trouble with her allergies today. I'm feeling it in my chest. It's going around. 50 and rain. I assume baseball will be canceled tomorrow. Yeah, if Preston's games are canceled, I'll do afternoon MLB or something, you know. Try to do that. Shotgun, got to throw across the... Nope, incomplete again. 2nd and 10, 1:23 remaining. 1:23.
What do you have happening for us, Aaron?
Well, guys, this line just continues to drop. I mean, it's at 23 and a half. It's bouncing around a little bit, but it's continuing to drop again. It closed at 39, so we're seeing it drop this
This week we played 40s on Monday, too cold for baseball. Yeah, well, you want to get it in, you know, Ryan, you're in a tougher situation than we are. You know, you get less warm weather this time of year than we do, and you want to get it in, especially as, oh, he almost gets sacked, gets away. Going to take off and run. First down across midfield. That's a big first down. You want to get these games in because schools, especially high schools, only have a limited time. Last night, Debbie Bernfeld stayed up till like 3 in the morning over on that dastardly Dave show. They were all drinking tequila and playing strip poker, all kind of crazy stuff going on over there. Intercepted! Arlington, they're calling it an interception at the 30. That'll end the drive. Holy hell. You guys are staying up late. That's 2 nights in a row for Spaceship Earth. He doesn't know what he's going to do over there. What's John going to do? Everybody says, why do you call him Spaceship Earth? His name is Ears. Because his dad made it. When your family makes a ride, you can own the name. Debbie says, true news, Pete McDivitt. Debbie was laughing and having a good time. I like seeing that part. Oh, incomplete. No interception. Roughnecks get the ball back. Roughnecks get it back.
He swoops that ball up right where old second base used to be right here.
Debbie was smoking. She's trying to tell Jonathan Chong. Jonathan Chong was smoking doobies on there. It was crazy.
Quick enough, and that's what Anthony Brown saw. He saw that the safeties had...
Jonathan Chong kept yelling out, token and joking. We're token and joking. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Never heard that before. Nice. Good for her.
Looks to Vasher, the tall target.
Complete. First down at the 25.
Vasher working against Claybrooks. Moves the chains. That's his best throw of the day, realizing he's got single high safety in the middle. He's got one-on-one on the outside. You mentioned Vasher. We know his days from Texas Tech, an outstanding receiver. 6'5", stretches out for the catch. Roughnecks threatening here after that 22-yard pickup. Brown with a clean pocket, got it out. And his running back got chopped down. Merritt took a big hit from Claybrooks. Still picked up 4.
We got an injury situation again.
That's a big hit on Merritt. Yeah. He's on the outside. Little check down. Anthony Brown sees it all and just checks it down. And Merritt can't even protect himself. That's the hard part. Clay Brooks is over there in the flat. Yeah, he delivers the blow. Immediately grabbing his lower leg area. Merritt of Arkansas State. Two-time all-conference.
It's also one of those plays, right? If you're that outside receiver and you know your running back is coming out running a choice route, you kind of also maybe you up and hold him up so he doesn't turn around and do that. I just hate seeing plays like that when guys aren't even looking and they get chopped down. I mean, it's not a legal play, but you hate to see it.
And it's just part of the growth, getting reps in the 2-minute. I think if Anthony Brown could have that play back, he probably throws the ball away. That little 2-yard check down, you're not going to get much. And what happens? The clock's still running. So now with an injury, you lose that timeout. So think about going back again, that play. If you could play it over, just throw the ball away, get to the next down. Not only have you saved time, but you've also...
All right, 21 seconds on the clock. 21 on the clock.
Still trying to get some points on the board here in the first half. White in the backfield now.
Watch that team.
Second and 6.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. About to get hit. Lets it go. Incomplete. 7 seconds on the clock. 7.
7 seconds to go. Third down and 6. What do you do here? Well, I think the field goal choice. No, yeah, no choice. That's how crucial that timeout taken on an injury was for Houston. Their opportunity was there. Yeah. And if you save those plays, right, throw it away. Just remember how precious the time is on that one. Now you're forced to kick the field goal right there.
Field goal opportunity here with 7 seconds.
It's going to come from 41 yards.
41 yards away.
Chris blew it.
Up and good. Two seconds to go in the half.
Minus plus 11 and a half. Yeah. You were the right? Is that why you're looking at me like that, smiling? Like, hey, what did Coach C.A. Johnson tell us this week, right? So this is a 400-meter race. Yeah. This team realizes they've got a long way to go. Hey, week 3 of the UFL starts Friday with Birmingham hosting Arlington at 8 Eastern on Fox. On Saturday, Houston heads to Memphis at 2:30 on ESPN. And then we have a Sunday doubleheader on ABC, starting with San Antonio at Michigan at noon, followed by D.C. and St. Louis at 3. Hey, what about the Defenders? Nice win last night, right? Yeah, 2-0 Defenders. Yeah, you're doing what they a lot of people didn't have.
Hello, Mandy Mary. Welcome in.
Birmingham, can they go for it?
Welcome into a 3-3 baseball game.
They get beat last week.
We had 2 3-run homers and we're tied going into the half.
Right now, currently in the UFL, we'll see what St. Louis looks like later today. Despite that late coaching move by Reggie Barlow, things working out for the DC Defenders.
Ball taken at the 15, 20, 25, out to the 30, 32. Time is out. That'll end the half.
27-yard return. That's going to be the end of the first half of play. You won't want to miss a nice halftime piece we have on quarterback Luis Perez. Line it up and maybe might throw a 300 with our guy Kurt.
We are at halftime.
Sorry, I'm losing sight of the world around me. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it.
What's everybody up to this Sunday? Anything big?
Temporary increase.
I know I'm in the studio all day.
Risk of heart attack, stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye.
Drinking more water. I miss the taste of other things, so I'm trying to drink more water.
Open up your world.
Put a little bit more positive liquid into my body.
Wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
It's deer season.
Already?
No, not that deer season. Deer season. You can get $3,000 off
Okay,
any authorized
let's see.
John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season now through June 2nd.
On a warm day, you want two things. A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like
Resting and reading. Nice. Hey, good for you to take a day like that. Also, you want chocolate. Well,
Simply Spot.
there you go.
Real fruit juice.
Football's great rivalry there, Jessica.
April 12th on ESPN Plus.
With these two meets, the drugs are off.
For the love of the Klassiker, Bayern Dortmund Saturday on ESPN Plus.
Welcome to the show, the one with unimaginable power and endless entertainment. Cardinals, Red Sox. It's a new era for two storied franchises on Sunday Night Baseball. Tonight at 7 on ESPN. During comes a free Buffalo Wild Wings game to me. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free. Yes.
It's time to begin the hunt. To share the excitement,
Why don't you join
tails off.
Endless ways to Easter, M&M.
And welcome back, everyone. A sunny day here in Arlington, Texas, as we welcome you back to Choctaw Stadium, Week 2 of UFL action, wrapping up on this Sunday.
Week 2.
Alongside Kirk Morrison, Cole Kubelik, Harry Douglas down in the field. You know, the Houston Roughnecks' only win of last season was against Arlington, and they try to get in the win column here with a win today in this season. Well, it's been a great year so far, albeit early. Let's take a look.
Working on a 3,000-piece puzzle. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Dun, dun, dun.
Coach brought a little pressure off the right side there. That ball just get out too quick to hit home.
Like we came from a little bit too deep. It's just a fire zone on the back side. But yeah, we'd like to get to a little sooner than now.
Big guys, let's turn this into 7, all right? Big guys, let's go.
I know legends are made.
Fourth and goal from the 2. We missed 4 tackles on the quarterback. And that's not winning football.
Well, how about Perkins? He had the first touchdown. That was 7-1.
I'm pushing the wrong button. We're going to send him back out, see if we can't get man zone. So right now we know it's some form of man. So we're going to take our best matchup, which is going to be on one of these outside guys, I would think. Or Malik.
Looking to get it complete right on the line of game.
How many cuts do y'all think is stacked up right now?
About 2,000. I'd say about 2,000 right now.
And that ball is picked up. She's going to close it out with Connor returning. Gotta love the fact that our microphones, Kirk, are everywhere, and we take you other places too. Kirk, yesterday you had a chance to spend a little time with Luis Perez, maybe one of the most compelling stories in all of pro football, period. Yeah, just pro football, but he's also a bowler. Right.
And look, yesterday I tried my best. Just remember, people, I tried. Luis Perez, he's actually a professional bowler. Handicap.
He's a professional bowler? What?
All right, ready to ball or what? Ready to ball. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right. On the arm. See what? How would you describe Luis Perez's bowling life of football?
Bowling life football. That's a trick question. Let's see.
It's a pretty good bowler, apparently.
Bowling was like, I wouldn't say it was my first love, but it was really the love that I really took off with. It's like when I was
10 years old to 17, this was all I did, right? Like, this is everything I did. Now, the obsession that I have for football now, that's kind of the same obsession I have with bowling. Hold it to the side, right? Try a little more. That way, clear that hip out the way, right? And it goes straight down.
Appreciate everybody being here today and hanging out with us.
Hey, my man Kirk told me that was just in one take. One take. He's working on cleaning up that 7-10 split next. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment.
I'm reporting this lunch to HR. Bye-bye. You deserve a lunch promotion. To this toasted Italian nightclub with melted cheese and premium Italian meats.
Dun, 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 dun.
New toasted sandwiches at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Catalina Morris, what's up?
Choose
Are you waiting for
Applebee's famous 2 for $20.
what are you waiting for till tonight at Triple C? Catalina has a question for you there, Tina. I think she's just excited about tonight. Catalina, will you be watching tonight, Catalina Morris?
The only thing stronger than us is you.
With Tractor Supply customers experience.
We got a great guest tonight on Triple C. Fantastic guest.
T-Mobile's reliable 5G business internet. Employees get the information they need instantly. Tractor Supply goes further with T-Mobile for Business.
Let's get you home.
Paying your rent should count for something.
Two plays. I love Country Roads. Great song.
Rewards from Rocket Mortgage. Your rent counts towards buying a home.
Mama,
Helping turn more renters into
take me home. Country Road.
Get started at rocket.com.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. It crushed my confidence until I got clearer skin with Bimzelx. I have a chance to say I'm back.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17
All right, I got that out there.
to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and low
Church is a good thing, Catalina. What was the first half like? Who do you think should still probably is? I mean, the Renegades are the better team, but both of them have played horrible. Offensively, it's been rough. Offensively has not been a good game. A lot of lack of good throws, not much blocking overall for both teams on this one today. It's been one of those low-end teams. If I was going to pick a winner, I still think the Renegades win. I don't know if they cover.
Grow your dream garden. My Lowe's rewards. Lowe's number.
Everybody make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well, too, to keep up with everything. All right, Tina. Feel better. Talk to you in a little bit.
This is the battle of I-45. The Roughnecks and the Renegades locked in a low-scoring contest right now. Tied at 3, Mark Jones.
Tied at 3.
Morrison, Cole Kubelik, and Harry Douglas down the field. And, hey,
I will be right back.
I guess
Right back.
You're happy about the fact that defensively you're not leaking oil like you were last time.
Oh, a much better defensive performance, especially on third down. They're keeping Arlington off move from moving the chains, but more importantly, they just look more sound. We don't see the mental errors, and we saw it. They're tackling and doing a good job at it.
All right, let's get to Cole, who was spending a little bit of time with CJ at halftime. What do you have? I'm sorry, we're going to bring in Aaron Dolan first. And Aaron, how far is that over/under number plunged?
I mean, it is plunging. It is down to 24 and a half. And actually, on the live line, got to 23 and a half, which is the lowest live line total that we've seen so far in the UFL for this entire season. As for the spread, Arlington has dropped from 11 and a half to -3 and a half. That's an 8-point drop. That's also significant. And then as for Smith, I talked about how he was the most bet on touchdown scorer for the day. By far, he hasn't even touched the ball in the first half. So hopefully we see some more action come this second half, and maybe the total will come up a little bit. Let's hope.
Yeah. We kind of feel that way too, Aaron. Thanks a lot. And, now
all right.
To Cole, who spent some time inside that Houston locker room.
Waiting for them to get this halftime done.
minutes in the second half. What's the plan specifically at quarterback?
I think we're gonna speed things up for him a little bit. I'd stay out the huddle, get up to the line of scrimmage and let him go and let him try to go to work. I think we got some guys open. We just gotta connect.
There was a lot of concern that you discussed from the defense last week. It feels like a lot of that's corrected itself in the first half.
Well, they tackling much better. We play our corners are playing good against those receivers.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
It's also cold there at the stadium. Look how chilly it is at the stadium. People are wrapped up and bundled up.
Tough first half, 1 for 6 on third downs, no rhythm. What do you guys got to do in the second half to be able to get the ball moving and get into the end zone?
Yeah, it's all self-inflicted wounds. We got to settle in and relax. We're moving the ball well. We just got to execute at the right time, like you said, third downs. But I think we got some good adjustments coming, and we'll be all right.
Looking at the run game, how satisfied are you with the run game moving forward, and how can you guys use play action to be able to capitalize off of it?
Yeah, whenever you're two-dimensional, it makes my job a lot easier. So, yeah, we're doing a great job running the ball. O-line's doing great. Running backs, everybody blocking downfield. So we got to keep it going.
Thanks, Elise.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Eric.
They've had Perez's offense bottled up a little bit. As we take a look at our game flow, brought to you by...
Yeah, Houston's done a good job defensively this game.
Chris Wilson said, if you can count to 3, you can play for me. Well, they're counting up to 3 the defense, right? Yeah, what they're saying it's got to be 3 or more guys on every single tackle. And just look at the white shirts, man. They are playing like their hair is on fire.
Now, the NFL has no desire to work with the CFL at all. They look at them as two different leagues. The NFL is working with the USFL. It's endorsed, so I think that's probably the best play. NFL wants to have another league where people can develop and possibly come over to them. I think you'll see an expansion next year in the UFL from what they're talking. It's going to be either a 2 or a 4 team expansion. I think it's going to be a 4. And I think, from what I've heard, San Diego's definitely in play, is one of them. I also heard Seattle again. There's 2 West Coast. I hope they look at Ohio. I think that would be a great play.
I'm just glad that C.J. Johnson is still upright after getting...
Catalina, the CFL might be more important in Canada, but it's not globally. Globally, the NFL is the biggest conglomerate there is in sports. It's bigger than just about everything. Even WWE, who's the biggest in sports entertainment, and bows down to the NFL. CFL is great football. I love watching Grey Cup and stuff up there. Problem is, you can't get it down here. You can't get it on TV down in the United States. It's next to impossible to find the CFL. There is great football in the CFL. It's a shame. I would broadcast it if I could get it more down here. I would love to do that. Just can't get it on the TV. It's irritating. We don't get it down here, though. Yeah, I don't get any of those CBS broadcasts down here. And I'm not going to go pay CBS $20 a month for that. It's not worth that to me. Just to try to find it on some internet type thing. Handoff, graded 9 or 10, almost a first down. If I could get it on DirecTV or something like that where I could watch it, yeah. But it is good football up there. And well loved by the Canadian fans. Canadian fans love the CFL. And I don't blame them. They should. It's their country's football, sports organization. Handoff, off tackle. Going to get hit for a loss.
By Will Clark, a loss of 3.
Loss of 3.
Nice job by Clark. He just gets up the field, gets off of Zach Matter.
Who's pitching for the Orioles today?
Go make a play. Anthony Brown trying to figure it out here on 2nd down and 13. And wisely throws it away this time, doesn't take the sack.
Throws it away. Incomplete. Doesn't take the sack. Povich against Bubick. How are the Orioles favored in that game? That should not be happening. That seems wrong.
He's just trying to convert on third down. Yeah. Both teams have been struggling on third down. There was 13 in the first half, and now here's our first third down opportunity.
Shotgun trips to the right, looking to throw. Lets it go underneath, caught. Gain of about 7. Still going to be 4th down and long here. 4th down and long.
Gain of 7 on the play, but 4th down coming up for the Roughnecks. That's a stop for Arlington. They do a nice job of allowing the routes to develop. When you get to 3rd and long, look, we'll give you the underneath route. Okay, just got to go tackle. And that's a nice job by the Renegades tackling, getting off the field. So Jaden Price back with this punt. Mike Rivers at his own 31.
4th and 5. Here comes the punt.
Great punt. With hang time down to the 10-yard line. Price.
Out to the 30, just about the 30.
44-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 from there for Luis Perez, a.k.a. the king of the spring. Had a lot of success in spring football.
Wow, it's high, 225. Good Lord.
This is a team, when you look at Arlington, they experience 10 guys 30 years of age. So they've got experience. Guys who love to play football. And it really starts with their quarterback, Luis Perez. It starts with him. Everything is through him. The pride they have for their quarterback, who led some 7-on-7s and all of this offseason. He's all in.
Shotgun. Handoff. Straight up the middle. Gain of about 5. 2nd down.
Down to the 33-yard line.
Right. 96 goes, he goes. Pistol, that much right. 96 goes, he goes.
Pistol, hey, pistol, wide bush right, 96 donkey. Then he goes to right.
I love that ghost at the end. That ghost is that motion over the top. So that motion, it just to shorten the corner, for Houston. Here we go. So you get the bunch, but watch 14. He's going to motion up top.
Handoff, off tackle, gain of about 5. 1st down and more. Out to the 43, almost the 44-yard line. Misdirection on the play.
Yeah, that little motion right here, he's going to go at the end. But watch how it shortens the corner. See how it shortens that corner to the outside, and it allows for the running back, Kalen Balaj, to get to that corner a little bit easier. When that wide receiver's out there, it's for a longer corner. You get him out of there, it's a shorter corner.
Gonna throw, incomplete.
Incomplete, intended for Winston.
No flag.
Yeah, Winston shouldn't even look around. They haven't called pass interference on it. You're not going to get a flag. They didn't get his head around at all. They're allowing these guys to play. All it is it's hand fighting. Who's going to win the hand battle? And at the end,
2nd down and 10.
That's a nice job playing right through with Keenan Isaac.
Yeah. Isaac is also 6'3" at the quarterback position, so that's not a normal size corner. He has length and he's rangy.
Handoff. Solid run, gain of 5. They're getting 5 every run.
Here you mentioned 6'3" corners. First guy that comes to mind for me is Richard Sherman. Guys with that type of length that can play off, but utilize their hands. How did you handle 6'3", those bigger type corners? So
3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4.
I wanted to beat those guys initially off the line of scrimmage because you do not want
Anybody new here for the first time today?
They're so long and strong and also rangy.
And you see what Isaac, once he gets his hands on you, you can forget about
hemmed them up like a pair of pants.
Hey, here we go. 3rd and 4. Little pressure coming. Perez gets it out complete right near the 1st down mark.
3rd and 4 and a 1st down.
First down!
So right here.
Perez with a short throw there.
This is an easy pitch and catch for Luis Perez. He doesn't have the great velocity on the football, but he's got great ball placement. He puts it out there where Burnett, once his head is around, that ball's already in the air. Burnett just got to catch it, know where the marker is, and get out of bounds on the first down.
Great job being patient on the route, too.
Absolutely.
First and 10
too quick when the quarterback's not ready. Great job by Burnett.
at the Houston 44. Going to throw down the field. Got a man. First down and more. Oh, what a pop. The guy got knocked senseless. Oh, my God. Cannell is out cold. Holy hell. He dropped the ball and fumbled it. He absolutely got destroyed. Show it again.
And they're going to spot the ball in their midfield. Houston football. There's a lot to unravel now.
Wow, Cannell got leveled.
Luis Perez, first of all, they had 4 strong.
They're going to turn it over to Houston on the fumble.
And Perez threw a nice ball to Canella, and it's a run after the catch. He's still up in the air.
Oh!
Elder right there with the hit. That's a big hit. Number 29. It's a legal hit. Yeah. A clean hit, and it's a violent hit. But when you have a receiver who's kind of in that position of trying to get those extra yards, makes the guy miss, and you get shoulder right there on football. That's what it was. You said it, Kirk. Shoulder. As that thing popped out.
Holy hell.
Players looking for a flag, I think, for potential targeting, but
that guy hit like a truck.
That's just a legal hit. And it's also, you pause for a second because everyone's looking for a flag, and you realize, wait, this is still a live football. Whistle had not blown. Hey, Dave, can you talk to us about that last sequence and what your initial instincts is on what happened? He might be busy with the officials.
After further discussion, the ruling on the field is
I'm
confirmed.
with you guys. We were just kind of making sure we were looking at all of the instruments because we've got a catch.
Wow.
And then was the defender down by contact after he recovered the fumble? So that was the last piece we were looking at. And we didn't have anything to.
Guy's name was Elder that made the hit. And man.
And so a couple of moving parts there, but ultimately we were able to confirm all of those elements.
It was clean, too. It was a shoulder. See, people say, why do you like the USFL? That's real football right there. And that was great. And you're right, Doug. They probably would have. Shotgun Houston with the ball now. Going to throw. Quarterback hit as he throws. Intercepted. At the 40. We got flags down on the return all the way back to the 30. There's blocks in the back and all kind of stuff. But, man, the quarterback took a licking. Intercepted.
Connor, hold your spot. What do you got?
Will Clark with some good pressure, Kirk, on the quarterback, Anthony Brown. Of course, that narrative throw. But it's one of those plays where Anthony Brown's just check it down. He's double covered. See, there's 2 defenders right there. One
After the turn, and personal foul. Face mask, intercepting team number 92.
What's up, buddy?
Yards from the spot of the foul. First down, Arlington.
First down, Arlington.
You got moving parts, and you got a safety who was over the top. Right. He wanted Brown to throw that football.
Wow.
On target, on point. You let that ball sail, and Harris was right there for the interception. Harris got the hat now, the big sombrero. Yeah, he put the big sombrero on somebody, man. And we got an interception. Let's go down to the field. Eric.
I went to Janae Harris.
Yeah.
Intercept the ball floating up in the air. What's going through your mind, baby?
Let's make a play.
The guy's yelling at the interviewer how to say his name.
Got the sombrero on, whatever you call his hat.
Come on, man.
Feeling good. You in Texas?
Yeah, it made me feel good, man. County boy.
They do everything big in Texas.
Big all over, man. We're going to do it big all over wherever we in.
What about your other defensive player, man, that got the pressure on the quarterback? Talk about that.
Yeah, bro. We work real hard, man. Shout out to our D-line, man. They get up to the quarterback every week, man. Shout out to
This guy has said man 7 times. 8.
together, man. Shout out to the coaches.
Man, good job, man.
9.
Also, don't be fucking in the locker room anymore.
Shotgun formation for Perez.
Oh, man. Perez on
Oh, my God. That's hitting the backfield and a big loss. Perez tried to do a delayed handoff, and they lost their backside on that one. That's a loss of 8.
and it's working out. Leon O'Neal with the tackle, 8-yard line.
Yeah, watch O'Neal. He just comes on.
Defenses are absolutely stepping up today. Great to see you in here, buddy.
When he played cover 2, and he walks up casually to that line of scrimmage blitzes, but he went for the running back. Did not get pulled by Luis Perez. Went straight for the back and got him a TFL.
Sets up a 2nd and 17.
2nd and 17.
Renegades go empty.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Gonna throw. Got a man wide open. First down, midfield. The tight end wasn't even covered.
Green.
And we got a flag down, too.
Play on the 20-yard gain.
Because it was an amazing pick play by Deontay.
They're going to call it illegal offensive pass interference on a pick play. I guarantee it. Pass interference offense, pick play. Saw that one coming.
Number 21. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
I mean, Deontay Burnett's got to sell it better than this.
Okay.
Jonesy.
Right, you got to fake it, right?
You got to do something a little bit better.
Meanwhile, a moment ago, Alexei Ovechkin breaks the NHL career record for goals with 895, passing Wayne Gretzky. Remarkably, Ovechkin's 895 goals and Gretzky's 894 both came in the same amount of games, 1,487.
Wow.
Ovechkin did the other day. He passed on the opportunity.
Ovechkin did that, huh?
Net goal in reverence and respect to the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, the great one move over.
Yeah.
That's a big feat.
Lost motioning out.
Shotgun going to throw. Perez.
Steps up, got it away.
Caught. Just barely at the 31.
By Seth Green amongst 3.
I don't know how he held on to that ball.
I mean, it's 3 defenders right
Yeah, it's a good league. I like it, buddy.
Coming back to his quarterback. That is just one.
3rd down and long here. 3rd and long.
I always tell those that's a combat catch because there's a lot going on around there, a lot of defenders. How do you find the football? Seth Green, 2 hands, brings it in for the 1st down.
We got
For the big gain, I'm sorry.
Keenan Isaac on bended knee, a little bit slow to get up. 7:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Feel like we had a lot going on, but few points on the score.
There is a lot going on in this game. That's for sure.
Not a lot of conversions on 3rd down. We thought that both teams were going to try to run the ball a little more effectively, but these defenses have done a good.
I wish ESPN would cut in and at least show you the goal.
It seems that 2nd half the ball's been in the air a little bit more. We've seen more opportunities down the field, and that's where the pass rush will come in. On the UC side, especially for Arlington, who's got a couple sacks already today.
So Isaac comes out of the ball game. They'll bring in a new corner in his place. Wonder if Perez goes after the new guy coming in. Isaac, we talked about his pretty imposing size a moment ago at 6'3".
And when you get to 3rd long, 3rd and 16, you play a lot of zone. Okay, something we talked about last week because Houston was running blitzes on 3rd and 15 plus. So big screen alert, 3rd and 16, and you can look at the defense. Look at all these defenders.
Wow.
3rd and 16. 3rd and 16.
You got to get to the 42nd.
Oh, my God. They let him on a screenplay get a 1st down.
Let's see where they spot this.
Well, they might spot it a hair short. It's going to be 4th and inches if it is.
If you want to play all your defenders on the 1st down marker, you give us a 10-yard head start on the screen play.
But Coach, you mean to tell me the defensive line can't understand? They are not going to step.
That was a dumb defense right there. I'm sorry. It's 4th and inches now because of that.
I know you're going for a screen.
4th and inches.
They're going to go for it here. Winston in motion.
Perez going to throw it. He didn't get it.
stop by Leon O'Neal.
I think they stopped him.
On the play, and the Roughnecks blowing up defensively.
They did. They stopped him. Holy heck.
He's had himself a day so far. He's had the tackle for loss earlier. Then he comes and grabs this one right here on the fourth down. Yeah, you make a play, take a picture for the gram and let them see it. Yeah, he's IG Live right now.
So with Geico, we can
Take a picture for the gram and let them see you. That's what I say all the time. I tell Doug that all the time.
So can I get your Visa?
Anybody brand new in here for the first time with us?
Just give me a bunch of chicken. Bacon? Oh wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there?
What's up, Slim Jim? Welcome in. It's been a heavy hitting game. There've been a couple guys knocked out of this one.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, get more with Geico.
Today at Denny's, buy one slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam or the and get another for just $1. All day.
Yeah, take a picture for the gram.
It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
For people who feel limited by the unpredictability of generalized myasthenia gravis,
What do the Orioles do today?
Altamira's is.
That's a question. What do the Orioles do today?
Activities of daily living and reduced muscle weakness. And Altamira's is the only long-acting GMG treatment with a freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine, I can count.
Ultomiris may lower your immune system's ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal.
Man, you get nothing with Gunner today. Good Lord.
Weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent and you're not vaccinated, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, liver, chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaky chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or fixed tongue or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Ask your neurologist about starting Ultomiris.
50 to win $4. That's crazy. No way.
Buffalo Wild Wings gave to me. Free boneless wings, free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. Oh, because I joined Rewards for a month of free.
Months of free.
In Arlington, Texas, we are a city where dreams take flight and our roots run deep. We are fired up by innovation and we cherish our hometown traditions. We're a community made stronger by diversity, partnerships, and can-do spirit. It's a place where you can live for the moment, dancing into the stars, letting out thrills and cheering the stands.
Glad everybody's hanging out today.
American dreams.
Zuba Benetti here in the studio. Hockey
Here we go.
has just been made. Alexander Ovechkin on Long Island this afternoon, breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time career goals record with number 895. One of the greatest moments in NHL history, and the great one has been traveling with the Caps since last week, on hand to see his once unassailable mark go down. Ovechkin at 895.
Wow.
It's his fifth straight game with the goal as he soars to the top of the all-time
There you go.
list in NHL history.
Wow.
Wow, an amazing accomplishment.
895.
So think about it.
All right, here we go. 627 in the third.
The all-time scoring record for points in the NBA, and now Ovechkin in the NHL.
I do got a question for you, though. Let's talk to you. Remember before we used to save the ticket of going to these big events?
Yeah.
You just save a screenshot of that.
Handoff. Up the middle. Gain of 10.
Ain't the same.
First down. Houston. Favorite MLB team hasn't played yet?
Who is going to kind of walk us through the start. They have an injury to a Houston Roughneck offensive lineman here, but let's just go first. Noel, what have you seen from the offense so far today?
Yeah, he's got to make more plays. A lot of cover 1, cover 4, and cover 3. Not really showing a whole lot of free adjustments. So he's got to make.
Mr. Sanudo, what's up? They will have to allow private ownership of teams. That's a great point. Hadn't even thought about that one. What's up? First off, hey, Justin. That is a great point. I hadn't even thought about that.
Did a nice job. late in that ball.
Mr. Sanudo in the house.
And that loss against St. Louis.
Justin, I'm going to do the draft live. If you're more than welcome to come in,
Players still trying to make
just like I've told others, who anybody wants to come in that day.
Tachi. Weaver State. You know, last week Henderson had one of those 4th and 12 conversions, right? After a point after a 10. So
That's a great point. They do need private ownership of the teams.
in the UFL, it's the opportunity in the fourth quarter if you're tied or down. You have the opportunity for a 4th and 12 play. Those Henderson have
NFL draft is the 20.
So we're going to be empty here. We have Curry at block. So
Christmas in April, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. If you're more than welcome, the invitation is 100% there. The 24th and 25th of April is the draft. We'll be here live. I think Joey D's going to come in. He said he was. Carney might come in. A couple others said possibly.
Just take us through what you hear, what you're thinking about, what's going to be sitting.
We will see. I got 10 spots, so we be fun to talk the draft.
it's just a run check here. We either have power or into their outside zone with the running their wide comeback.
Second down here. Second down. They also need to expand to a couple good cities that need football. Need football bad. Oh, run wide. No, that's a loss. Third down. Like Seattle supported like crazy.
Safety comes down to the right. We're going to run away.
Seattle should absolutely have a team. San Diego should have a team. Canton, Ohio should have a team at the Hall of Fame. Why not? That would be awesome. There's 3. Where else would I go? There's 3 that I would go. Oklahoma City. That's a great call, Slim Jim. Oklahoma City would be a great area to put a team. Oh, another sack back at the 50. Defense is stepping up today, baby. If you like defense, this is the game for you. We've had 2 guys knocked out cold.
Yeah, because you had the little ET stuff here. So you have the end goes first, the tackle comes second. That's how you hit the pressure. An outstanding job up front, letting that end clear. See how the end gets through?
There was nothing he could do. He was swallowed up.
Usually the picker, the first guy that goes first.
Sometimes it happens where you get swallowed up. I've seen it. Southern cities in the summer is a killer. Yeah. I mean, but these guys are done by June. I think the championship's in early June, so it's not too bad. There's a kick and a punt. They're going to drop it and down it on the 7. I mean, hell, they're playing in Texas today, and it's like 50 degrees. There's people there wrapped in blankets. So, Oklahoma City wouldn't be bad. Let me see where else they could put one.
Irresistibly one of a kind. Irresistibly.
I'm trying to think here.
Jimmy, hey, I was eating that.
Texas is already overloaded with them. Trying to think where else I would put them. San Diego, Oklahoma City's good.
Honestly, we should have boosted.
Ohio at the Hall of Fame.
Honestly, we've been together for a while.
Minnesota? That wouldn't be bad. Like that whole area, Minnesota, Detroit up. I mean, Detroit's got the Michigan team. Minnesota's a good. Minnesota, all that Green Bay area up there. I don't know if they go international, Slim Jim. There's a lot of extra fees and stuff with that. It's kind of why the NFL hasn't done it yet. I don't think. Plus, the CFL is very strong and respected in Canada, so I don't know how well it would be received by the Canadian people because of the CFL.
You and your healthcare provider.
Seattle, San Diego, definitely. Canton, Ohio, Minnesota area.
Help reduce your chances of getting it. And it can be 99% effective when taken as prescribed. I'm going to get tested and find out.
I mean, you could also look at
Because honestly, our health is worth protecting.
Puerto Rico. See, there's not enough pull down there. 80% of the island is the base. I've been on the islands. It's just there's not enough people to watch to come to the games there. It's a great idea, but Virginia Beach has been begging for football teams. You're right. Where would they put a stadium though down there is the question. I mean, I guess you could play at one of the college sites. There's a ton of great colleges areas they could play at.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just
Especially with Washington playing higher up on the top of the Virginia quadrant. That's a good call, too. Because you could also pull some people in from the Carolinas to do that. Hawaii. It's interesting. Wonder if Hawaii would get enough pull. That's an interesting idea, Slim Jim. I don't know if they want to pay that extra cost for all that flying out there to the island. That's a lot of heavy transportation costs. If you look at what they did, hell, they put 3 teams in Texas to try to keep the cost down initially.
National championship between South Carolina and UConn.
Definitely want San Diego to get one.
Today, ABC will have the traditional broadcast, or you can watch here on.
All right, 3:59 in the third. 3:59 in the third right now.
Shortly after we finish here in Arlington. Can't wait to see Don Staley's South Carolina squad and UConn and
Middle of the country, Kentucky area. Well, I think if they go to Canton, Ohio, Mandy, I don't think they'd go to like Kentucky. I think they'd hope they pull from Ohio, Kentucky, and all that area in there if they put it in Canton. Handoff goes nowhere, tackled. Houston has just swallowed up the run game today. There's no run game for Arlington today at all.
Darius Morgan, Roughnecks just gets all the way up the field. And if you're up blocked, don't make the play.
right.
That's the funniest thing as a defender. Sometimes you're always expecting to be blocked, and then when you're not, you're like, what do I do? But go hunt. You go find the run. Go find the run and get it down.
Just like when you first started playing football, right? See long, hit long.
That was that one. That was that play right there.
J.D. Hunter in the backfield. On 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Caught. Short gain. First down. Nice play.
Tell me about that one. Give me all of this one.
Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't know if they'd ever get that done.
But the wide receiver and the
That would be cool.
body control, last minute, pluck the football out. First down, Arlington.
Yeah, that's big time catch.
I mean, what do you do as a defender, though? The defender's right there. He stepped their step. Winston just made a better play on him.
I know exactly what you do. On the south side of Atlanta, we say Nathaniel. That means
Counter here by J.D. Hunter.
Short run, 2nd down.
2-yard gain on the play. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
what? I'll say that back shoulder fade, excuse me, is something that, we've seen a lot from a guy by the name of Aaron Rodgers in his career, especially when he was in Green Bay.
We see it a little more this season.
Yeah, it's a TV-driven league, 100%. But we were saying earlier, throws incomplete, 3rd down coming up. We were saying earlier, Justin, that they should take and do what wrestling does and put everybody over on the hard camera side where it would look more packed. They could give you visualization on there that it would be more packed,
The way he manipulates the line of scrimmage, and you see with some of the throws that Luis Perez,
All right, Slim Jim.
that's the bag that Aaron Rodgers has. He's in that bag.
Well, hold on. What was your bowling score with him for us?
See why you bringing up all okay, we're in the live game. Bringing up all stuff.
Perez trying to pull a strike here. And
Throws complete across the middle. That's another first down. Arlington slowly moving the ball now.
Watch the arm angle for this guy. He's got to get it over the defender who's in his face. And this is just a tremendous job by Luis Perez. He's got Bauer bearing down on him, and he's able to layer that over the top of Bauer right for that in cut for the first down.
Perez with a book coming out. Hopes that it will inspire others to play football.
Handoff up the middle. 2nd down is short coming up.
Keeps those legs moving. Bauer making the tackle with a nice 7-yard pickup.
Now the run game is starting to wear down a little bit. And Cole, I tried to write down some of the
Yeah, you shake your head. Just shake your head at that.
Wham, trap, power, counter. It's a run scheme specifically for this league when oftentimes there's not a ton of install time and not a lot of roster carryover. It's really cool to see week 1 and then carry it into this week 2 game.
Handoff up the middle. Short run, first down, out of the 42.
Yeah, the 42-yard line picked up 5.
He's come a little.
By Benson.
Sorry, Mark. He's come a little split zone like that, and then all of a sudden the defense has been moving around and looking for something different. And one of your just basic generic runs that you probably carried for 15 years goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's what I was about to say. That's your basic generic run. But when you're doing it at such a high level, it makes the generic runs look like they're exotic.
They got some spice working right now.
No.
Moving the ball pretty well on this drive. Tied at 3 when we come back for the final 15 minutes here in Arlington.
Name's Conrad Harrigan, family man. And if you cross my family, well, you better pray.
All right, end of the third. 1 quarter of football left.
Now you've got the man for that.
My Orioles will be starting in just a minute.
New series now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Where you going? Bang. Okay, bro.
Sandwich that is free burger and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free.
Month of free.
Congratulations. Here are the keys.
Congratulations. Here's the water heater that somehow passed inspection, but will definitely flood your basement.
Wait.
Congratulations. Here's your first year supply of nitrogen fertilizer. Remember, not too little or too much, or you'll kill your lawn.
Okay.
Congratulations. Here's Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Uh-oh. You're good. You can quickly compare insurance options and find the right coverage, even if it's not with us. What's the bad news? Skip the line.
The trade that rocked the NBA. It ignited a new rivalry. These boys are coming out there and look to hurt people feel. Lakers Mavs on ESPN.
Lakers Mavs.
Replacement is the right choice. We back our products and installation. Unlike
Start bomb. How's it going, my friend? Jenkins Gaming, welcome in as well. Good to see you.
So they can handle my family and
John, how you doing today, buddy?
quiet. Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Hella's the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now. But hurry, our sale ends soon.
Each year, thousands of older adults
Waiting for this fourth quarter to start here.
but don't worry. Protection is within arm's reach. Protect yourself with the RSV vaccine, recommended for all Marylanders over age 75 or for anyone over age 60 at higher risk of severe illness. Ask your healthcare provider about the RSV vaccine for older adults. Shield your health and flex your protection. For more information, visit health.maryland.gov/vaccine.
Oh, this game's been really hard hit. It's been great. Spank hitting, I guess you could say. Been spanking a little bit.
Lock in. Get a film. I'm good.
CJ was like, I'm good. Just a flesh wound. Just a little flesh wound. CJ Johnson.
All right, here we go. Arlington with the ball. 1st and 10.
Mark Jones, Kirk Morrison, Cole Kublik, Harry Douglas. Week 2.
Grade 8 finally did it. Yeah, he did. You're right, John. We saw the highlight over here. Jenkins Gaming says, good afternoon to all my Disney friends. We got a great Disney interview tonight at 6 o'clock. Handoff up the middle, short game. Magical hijinks. Lady's name is Demi, and she is killing social media.
This live line has gone as low as 16 and a half. 16 and a half. It's currently sitting at 17 and a half. And I talked about it at halftime that we saw this dip to 23 and a half. It was the lowest live total that we've seen for the entire season in the UFL. But one thing that at least has been positive for bettors is Houston quarterback keeps it over his passing attempts, passing yards, over his interceptions, unfortunately for him, but also his rushing attempts and rushing yards. So some things are starting to hit in terms of the over here, but we'll keep an eye on that live total.
All right. Over's hitting it. So the glass is still half full if you want to look at it that way, unless it's an interception. Good stiff arm. by Hunter on Williams. 17.5.
We got an injury with a lineman down for Arlington.
Using that stiff arm, saying, "Get them little kids off me."
That Barnott slowed it off the field.
They're going to walk him off and help him out.
Going to receive a little bit of assistance from his teammate.
You got to get a couple quick snaps in from Luis Perez and Jacob Johanning, who's the backup center. Wow. So got to get those in.
Always a little tricky when you have a new center on the snap.
Yeah, especially when you got to go to the bullpen, right?
Right. Cole, how does that work? What do you do with your quarterback when you're the number 2 guy? Not that you know much about that.
Well, the main thing that I want is my quarterback to just stay underneath, wait for the football.
All right, here we go. Bringing a new center in. They're ready to go.
That quarterback wants to get out of there. And you got to make sure, because a lot of times the center's going to be thinking the same thing too. I got to reach block. I'm going to be hollering my rear into the left or to the right, or I'm going to be trying to get north and south, and that football might not hit back as far as he's used to.
Lovely. And I'm glad you knew what I meant when I said not that you would know much about that. That's the number 2 guy.
Shotgun, going to throw. Across the middle, complete. Down inside the 23.
Brought down shy of the 20, picked up 12.
Gain of 12 on the play.
It's just subtle. But watch the quick look away by Luis Perez. Looks left, but he comes back right. He wanted to influence that linebacker who's just standing.
It's good for what it is. It's it's spring football. For that reason, it's great.
And that's how he's able to get it in there to Burnett for a big play.
I love it for that reason, for what it is.
Meanwhile, Tanella back in the football game at tight end.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston timeout. We'll take 1-2. Impressive drive. Orchestrated by Perez, a quarterback for the Renegades. Back in a minute.
You know Harbor Freight for affordability.
Waiting on the timeout now.
You see, we test, and then we test again. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do it for us at Harbor Freight.
Da-da-da.
The cockroach, resilient creatures, true miracles.
Ugh, I can't stand cockroaches. Ugh.
Aren't far behind. Always scavenging for food, the cockroach will.
Well, that's horrifying.
Or the Home Defense Max Indoor Insect Barrier. One application kills and prevents bugs for 365 days.
Not in my
Dun, 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 dun.
Nature's wild. Your home doesn't have to be.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm losing sight of the world around me. Now, I can open up my world.
They want to be their own thing outside of the NFL, you know?
Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD.
They wanted to be in, they want to be in Arlington. There's a whole stadium there. Why not use it? And you're using it for a lot cheaper than what Jones would be charging, and that's for sure.
Differently, it's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't
That's for sure.
Infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke.
Waiting on them to return here from the timeout. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe.
To your retina specialist right away.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. Go to SafeLight.com and schedule a replacement today.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
It's deer season.
Already?
No, not that deer season. Deer season. You can get $3,000 off at a John Deere dealer.
A deer season with save spots?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
Paul Engel, welcome in.
Find the things you love.
It's not just do it.
Welcome to your Walmart.
I don't know. They're at the old Texas Ranger Stadium, whatever that's called, Jenkins. Whatever they call it now. But it's the old, I've been in that stadium and seen the Texas Rangers play. That's the old one. It's, you know.
He wanted to come over and demo that. So I'll give you a quick look at how the ball sometimes deeper, not as deep. So a lot of times normal snap might come to there. I'm trying to get out quick. All of a sudden it comes to there. Quarterback didn't really get it as well. So now here's going to show you from a quarterback's perspective. This is, boy, I tell you, I'm not sure this is comfortable. Ah! Oh, no. So Cole, relax, sit in there.
All right, Justin, have a good one, brother. Thank you for coming in. Keep that in mind for the draft. Big show tonight at 6 o'clock, everybody. Triple C's interviewing a lady with 70,000 followers on TikTok, 20-some thousand on Insta, 20-some thousand on YouTube. It's going to be a good show.
Oh, man. Hey, my pants just ripped. We got a little cooler down there than some place. Not the skinnies.
I started that working out. Literally, coming in.
Perez hands it up.
Perez hands it off, goes nowhere.
On this drive, but stopped up. Right at about the 27-yard line by Xavier Benson. God, did you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 white shirts to the football. I mean, you talk about pride. You gotta have pride in stopping the run. Last week, 273 yards given up by this defense. And today, it's been totally different.
I've got a special announcement that I'm going to make here in just a minute, too. I'll re-announce it tonight.
That group on the sideline has been there the entire day, no matter what. They came out early, talking a little bit. You can tell they're killing themselves, and it has carried on for 3.5 quarters.
Gotta go. Throw it up.
I got to get Molly to make me a thumbnail. Perez gets it out to 20, down to 15, out of bounds. 1st and 10, Arlington. For all my Disney friends, this is kind of cool. Casey is taking Preston on one of the cruises where you can watch the fireworks from the water. And we're going to do that, and we're going to broadcast those fireworks from the water live with a whole, I guess, a boatload of people. So that's going to happen while we're down in Disney. Just found that out a minute ago.
You know what? I'm out of my bad business.
Just found that out. So that'll be pretty cool. That'll be a special broadcast on the channel for Preston's graduation.
With the nose of the football at the 13-yard.
I got to get Jen to make me some type of thumbnail with Mickey and the thing on a boat. That'll be cool. Whatever she comes up with will be cool.
Hey, folks, the NFL draft is right around the corner. The festivities get started Thursday, April 24th. From Lambeau Field in Great.
Which laser show, Jenkins? Which one are you talking about? Yeah, that'll be cool for for Preston. The drone show. Which one? The one in Disney Springs. The one in France. Which one? I've seen them all on streams and stuff.
Former first rounder with the Raiders, Zach Banner, Will Clark, Caleb Milage with the Dolphins.
Springs. I've seen them. I have it on the channel here. I have the video on the channel. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They don't do it anymore.
2018.
That'll be a fun stream, Doug, We'll do it, getting together, everybody getting together down there by the boat and everything.
Winston in motion.
Handoff up the middle inside the 10. Yeah, I'll be back down there in June, Jenkins. We got a couple thumbnails up already for the streams we're going to do. I'll be seeing Doug of Zippity Doo version.
64 yards on the ground. It's like he hopscotches through the line. And then when he sees the opening, it's acceleration. When he's quick downhill.
When you like this Arlington offense, it's been David Hunter on the ground that has sparked this team, and then in the past game, it's been Isaiah Winstead. So both of those guys really being the spark plugs for this offense today.
Hunter got Collard right there at the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, TJ Franklin, he's going to come through right there. Put a nice little play. He's fighting through. Just get an arm out. He slowed that one down. Nice job there by Franklin.
Be careful coming across.
I'm trying right now.
That Bear defense, that backside A gap, B gap, I mean, you get a little cut back there, and all of a sudden that thing's in the end zone.
Yeah, but you got to have the vision. A lot of backs don't have that vision, though, Cole, to see that play and to stop and start. I think Dane Hunter does. On third and
Third and six. Pressure coming. End zone touchdown.
Clap your hands!
Impeccable timing and a connection with Perez and Burnett. It's just a perfect throw. He sails the out, it comes all the way up, and that ball is delivered perfectly, right on time. Right where it needed to be, to the outside shoulder. Burnett catches that to the outside. The defender never sees the football. Second year with Arlington.
How many people should we do that for?
Remember, in this league, you can go for 1 from the 2, 2 from the 5, or 3 from the 10. This point after attempt is brought to you by Ortho Home Defense.
Shotgun, gonna throw. Oh, it's good. Extra point is good for 2. 11-3. Arlington, 10:31 remaining.
They're trying to put Houston to sleep. It's the Deontay Burnett drive. He catches the touchdown in the back of the end zone. Then he's standing in front of the goalpost. Oh, Statue of Liberty. Hold that thing up high, Burnett.
I just put it in for 4 at 5 o'clock.
If you're traveling to be surrounded by nature, don't end up surrounded by hotels. Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Choose 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak. Today at Denny's, buy 1 slam and get a second one for only $1.
Kansas City's up 1-0 on the Orioles already. Son of a gun.
Get another for just $1. All this for only $1. It's the best deal in America. For a limited time, only at Denny's.
Sometimes you just need a little wonder food in your life. So why not go to a place made for it? Arlington, Texas. It's a city made for fun and excitement and all the things you love to do. And even some things you didn't know you loved until you came here and found them.
If you're brand new to us, we're going to broadcast about 20 of these games dinner. Yeah, I saw that.
Wonderful.
Want to access all your games in one place? DirecTV Sports Central is your one-stop sports destination, available from the main menu. Watch live games, set recordings, and more. With My Teams, you can personalize your experience even more by favoriting the teams you love for easier, quicker access to your games. So you never miss any of the action. In your newest Gemini device, you can watch all your games wherever they're playing, including on streaming apps. DirecTV Sports Central, your one-stop sports destination.
Let's talk about America's Lord and Savior.
Yeah, everybody does. Well, a lot of people do, I think.
Mass deportations, tariffs, pointing people, firing people, grabbing Panama by the canal.
Don't even think about doing DI in secret.
He's basically the norovirus. While we struggle to clean up all the puke, he comes out.
Hello, Monorail Molly. Welcome in.
Central's The Daily Show. New tomorrow.
Great to see you.
It catch up on Paramount Plus.
Calm. Wide receiver Deontay Burnett, 9-yard touchdown catch. Man coverage across the board. You see the DB. What's going through your mind?
Man, I'm thinking throw me the ball, man. Make a play for my teammates. And I just want to thank God. Thank God, give him the glory. And, man, I'm just trying to finish this game with my teammates, man.
So one of your offensive linemen came up to you and said, I told you so. Well, tell us all. What did he
Came up to me and Zay, actually. Came up to me and Zay and said, we need a play out of one of you two. Hey, look, touchdown. That's what
Salary cap absolutely needs to be in baseball.
Dante Burnett with a big catch. The deciding reception so far.
And you want to be on Sports Center.
Yeah. Lawrence Keys on the kickoff return for Houston. Let's see if they have any kind of response as we bring in Aaron Dolan. Aaron, what do you have for us?
Well, Burnett was plus 375 to score a touchdown at any point in the game, but he was also 16-1 to score the first touchdown. So what that means is if you placed a $10 bet on him to score the first touchdown, you would have won $160. And also, got to mention that total after that touchdown has come up to 20.5.
All right, keeping an eye on all.
Thank you for subscribing, White Lion, to the channel.
Quarterback in the ballgame, Nolan Henderson in for Anthony Brown on 1st and 10. Henderson hands it off to White, and White has nowhere to go. A 3-yard loss on the play. Willie Taylor, the third, making the stop. What do you make of the change in quarterback at this point in the game?
Well, we felt like we were going to see both quarterbacks. I thought we would see a little sprinkling more of Nolan Henderson. But this is a point where, in the game, you want go time. You got to find a way. Henderson was a spark last week for this Houston team. Can he be the spark that can get this team in the end zone? Still a one-possession game.
Plays collegiate football at Delaware.
Shotgun, going to throw underneath, incomplete.
Pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Willie Taylor the third. And in a blank, it's already 3rd and 12 coming up.
And this is something they practice, getting their hands up. If you can't get to the quarterback, get the hands up. Try to make it difficult for him. Do not allow him to see where he's going with that football. Willie Taylor, at the end of that play, just got the left hand up. Get the big mitts up.
This is Henderson's second season with the Houston Renegades. Last year threw for 526 yards. Asher was open over the middle, but he's going to take off. Henderson is pushed out of bounds short of the first down at about the 27. Picked up 6 on the play. And 4th down coming up.
4th down coming up. 9 minutes and counting. 9 minutes and counting.
Call the style now. Nolan Henderson does have the speed. That's what they talked about all week long when Marvin Sanders, the defensive coordinator, talked about we have to know who the quarterback in the game is. And with Henderson in the game, you got to have an extra set of eyes on him. That time Powell got him out for the first down marker.
Mike Rivers in the punt from his own 13.
There's your punt. It's off and gone.
Boy, gets up a great high punt spiral. Jake Price fields it at the 24. And Price brought down at about the 33-yard line. A 9-yard return on that punt, Bull.
Coach just quickly the decision to go with Nolan there. We wanted him to do something. We told him he was going to play a series. First one, if he pulls it, man, he got a big play. But we just got to stay the course. Got to stop him on D right now. Thanks, Coach.
All right, C.J. Johnson is trailing by 8. Still just a 1-score game. And this defense is held up today.
Yeah, they're doing it. They got to stop the run here. Because I think the way that Arlington wants to win this game is on the ground. They want to utilize their running backs down the stretch. So a lot of Balaj, a lot of Hunter. They want to keep this ball on the ground.
Get that. It's going to be Balaj. Between the tackles brought down at about the 36-yard line. Picked up 2. Let's listen in.
Revolver, Gecko 4. Southwest Revolver, Gecko 4.
No, I know. I was getting tired. Hey, Duck Left, Revolver, Gecko 4. Hey, listen up. Come here. Duck Left, Revolver, Gecko 4 on Daytona. Ready?
Daytona.
Come on.
Talk to me. Hey, going on too.
Corona. Sit up, 180. Sit hard. Turtle, sit up. Daytona, sit up.
It's Balaj again. Over the 40. Sets up a 3rd down, about 3 to go on that 4-yard carry.
Yeah, trying to steal one there. Trying to steal an extra 5 yards.
Okay.
You know, you go on Daytona, and at the first sound after Daytona, you snap the football. So he came in with the quick cut. Hey, hot! Nobody moved. Daytona. That first down is wide right. 353 shot. Z glance. What's it right? 353. Zay, look at my signal, Zay.
I'm glad you speak football.
353. Here we go. Well, this one's going to be on one because they didn't give you a snap count. So that's all been first down. Here we go. See, first down. Here we go. Terrible. Sit on it. You get a false start. I just want to get a false start. Hey, you got tackles before the snap. False start. Offense.
Hey, come
number
on,
63.
people, man. Don't change the so much. Let me get out here.
See, everybody did everything right on the.
I'll be done this game in just a couple minutes. I'm going to give you a call.
Remember on the one though, you also think he's trying to get out a little early. Right. He realizes what's on the opposite side of him. Why is there no power on the side
I mean, I would also say, Cole, number 63, Ricky Lee. He's a repeated offender.
7 minutes on the clock. Perez with the ball. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8.
Number 4 has been in his kitchen all game long. Daytona, it.
Perez going to get sacked. He got swallowed up.
They got to him back at the 27-yard line. Montel Roby out of Pittsburgh State with a 9-yard sack. They lost 9 on the play.
Yeah, I love this double stunt. So he's going to go here, and then he's going to go right after him. So it's a nice little double stunt blitz by these linebackers. Come through one, boom, little split, find the way to the quarterback.
And you had to pick it up, Kurt, because you had the back end. Singer Gargo switch that off and let the back take the third man through.
They had both linebackers came through, Paul. That's very rarely do you see the second guy make that sack off the ball.
Marquette King booms one down to the 28-yard line. On the return, Justin Hall.
On the return, Houston out to the 40.
39. Decent field position to start this.
Decent field position to start this drive. This could be their final drive.
On Fox on Saturday, Houston heads to Memphis at 2:30 on ESPN. Then we have a Sunday doubleheader on ABC, starting with San Antonio and Michigan at noon, followed by DC and St. Louis at 3. Always a good scene at St. Louis for those games. But let's see who's at quarterback this time. It's going to be Nolan Henderson again for his 2nd consecutive series. And then it's joining us, Anthony Brown started this game.
Henderson quarterback keeper with Henderson.
The bootleg is dropped.
Dropped and incomplete.
Can't afford to have those. Handed off to Merritt. Picks up about.
Because that's what.
Thomas and Stokes making the tackle. So critical 3rd down coming up here for Houston with.
Then you got to switch that.
It's not 4 down territory just yet. Sanders all to break the pressure. The play its own high safety.
Shotgun, gonna throw.
Henderson rolls out.
Gonna throw. Oh my God, he got killed going out of bounds.
4th down coming up.
I'm just enjoying the games. Just enjoying the games.
Pursuit. And watch at the end, Deion Nixon. He's a defensive man. Watch him hustle. Watch 54 at the end. Come in there and bring the. Ooh.
Wow.
That's a nice little play.
I thought Henderson hopped up there and said, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Oh, didn't he?
That's a kid's incomplete.
I mean, Nixon, he goes 6'3", 305. He was moving. So if he runs that far, he's like, I'm going to hit something. I ain't running all this way. I'm hitting somebody.
Sounds about right.
4th and 9. They're gonna punt. 4:29 on the clock.
Rivers punting from his own 25. Tell you what, both punters have been hitting pretty well today.
Out to the 10. 17. Ronald Young, hello.
Well, that last drive was pretty impressive by quarterback Luis Perez. It's just all eyes. He knows where he wants to go with the football. He gets to the outside earlier to Winston, and then gets it over to the tire to Peyton across the middle. Comes back, finds Deontay Burnett on a critical third down play. Just he shows the pocket mobility, the awareness, and then he delivers an unbelievable ball for a touchdown. Like, he truly is what they call the coach on the field.
First down and 10, 4:16 to go. Don't forget tonight, 6 o'clock, we'll be live doing it.
.410 to play. Benson making the tackle.
Triple C's, yes, 6 o'clock tonight. Spring football, gotta love it. Absolutely, Ronald. Triple C's will be on it tonight.
From a season ago.
Right. 353. Shot. Next smoke. On the right.
353 X smoke.
And I'm going to buzz you out. Just wear a swing, okay?
Now the smoke, is that the smoke screen to the backside with the X? So he buzzes out to go on the smoke screen.
Perez crossed the middle. Oh, big hit again. Did he drop the football?
Is it complete or incomplete?
They're calling it incomplete now, it looks like. 3:31 on the clock, 3:31.
Yeah, the ball came loose. I can go into the ground. I'm on the high left. Ball's out. Incomplete. On the way out. Yeah, I'm on Sky Camp.
Dean, are you looking at the hit by any chance?
We did get the hit as well.
That's a thought. If you want to play it safe, if you want to throw it, I'm good, but it was a thought.
Just a little piece on that last play to keep the running back in. Right. That linebacker stays in the window. He's motions that back out. That pulled the linebacker, which opened the window. He cleared that just that little bit. Just that back flare right away just cleared enough room for that ball to be delivered. But then you got to hold on to it.
Arnett's the one going out after that hit.
Slot to the flat. So you're going to use that back there, go 1-2 with it.
Okay. He's got options. Here we go. Dixie right. 62 halfback and Viper Weiler on the right.
In motion.
Look at the throw. Dumps it off to his running back on a screen out to the 22. Got him some room at least.
Fourth down, though. And Houston will have another opportunity. Two timeouts remaining. Houston trailing by 8. It's much a one-possession game. So Houston, if I'm 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 plus, just play straight. Okay, that's all.
Well, we can all go to Hollywood then, and then just go there. If that's the case. Where's Kayla going to meet us? Okay, so why can't we all just go to Hollywood then? What's it matter? If that's the case.
Like you mentioned, gives Houston another opportunity, maybe their last.
I'll just leave it the way it is then.
Market King playing from his 5. And Justin Hall.
Come see me when this game is done.
Back at his own 34-yard line.
This is why I like controlling all the organization for my Disney trips. I let Preston do this one because it's his graduation, and
this one takes a bounce in his favor.
3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes.
From there for the Roughnecks, who last week only scored 6 points. Right now, they've got 3 on the board, but still another chance, maybe an opportunity for redemption for Anthony Brown. And atonement for Anthony Brown, who's back in after watching the last 2 offensive series for Houston.
On Monday, right?
Kind of late. I would just say right before he goes out there, tell him to slow down. You can't get it all back.
I know. I'm asking him for answers, and I'm not getting answers that I need. Yeah, I know. You're absolutely right. I'm going to let him. I just need him to tell me what we're doing. Those I don't knows don't work when you're trying to. What is the plan, especially when there's other people involved? Casey's got a lot going on. He's got a book around that. You know, Preston wants to do a dinner with Steve and some other people. They want to know when we're doing it. I told him he's just got to be organized. We'll figure it out.
2:32 to go, setting up a 3rd down and 3.
Third down and three, but you're absolutely right, Chen.
By his left guard, Jennison. So he's back there in the pocket.
Warriors are losing 3-0 already in the second.
Ball sailed up. Bunch right, 26. Shot.
Coming up on 2 minutes. Make sure you're subscribed before you leave. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
But 2 points left. Yeah, he got to go bring down territory. Get a little bit of it here. Brown elects to throw.
Caught and fumbled out of bounds. They're going to call it incomplete. Wow, he had it. He let it go. Paul dropped it.
And it's 4th down coming up. As we hit the 2-minute warning. That's all guy. And you have the pitch of Burrow.
Dun.
Harris, we got you. Back after this.
Thank you, Debbie.
Making that face. It's going to stay like that.
4-0 Orioles. 4-0 Royals now.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families.
Oh.
Grandpa served and he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they'll take good care of you.
Cade Povich getting smacked around.
Average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
On a warm day, you want 2 things. A refreshing drink made with real fruit juice like Simply Spiked Lemonade, and a way to get cool. Oh, you can leave it open. Simply Spiked, made with
2 minutes.
Depend keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever.
Yes. Yes. No.
Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
You're going to Magical Night of Hope. Okay.
Free delivery, a sandwich that is free, free burger, and a free dessert. All because I joined Rewards for a month of free.
Have they? I don't think they've officially announced the dates yet, have they, Paul?
Get me out of the picture. With Sky Rizzy, feels symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Sky Rizzy.
Second Saturday in December. Is that official?
10 times in the past 2 years, families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits that
That's awesome.
20%.
You think they'd put it out there already on like the website, or maybe it is, and I just didn't see it.
The UFL is the spring football league. The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. Saturday on ESPN and next Sunday on ABC.
Hey everybody, we've got the national championship game coming up next. The Burns Rossi Show will be here to spend that time with you. We've got a great guest list. We've got Caitlin Clark coming to the show, Dave. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Check us out.
Here's a look at the last play a moment ago, setting up this critical 4th down.
They refusing to just give up the play.
4th down right here. 4th down.
He raced through. He wasn't there initially, but playing through to the whistle.
Tell me what you call here. What are we looking at potentially?
Well, I'm talking with Cole Kublik. Harry Douglas right before. Sprint out would be what I would do to the field. Give him a run pass option. Right away, if it's there, you throw it. If it's not, have the option to take off and go and pick up the 3 yards for the first down.
Brown hasn't run much.
Please resend me your flights for Florida. Caught and inbounds. First down. Wow.
A clutch performance by Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown with a big catch.
I've got a catch. I've got a catch. I've got 2 feet. 1, 2, and maintains control. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Sure was good. And good again. Comes right back to Justin Hall, who finds Atonement squeezing that one. Picks up 11, moves the sticks again.
Well, going back to that last play, though, Kiki Chisholm, they go to the 6'4", 214-pound wide receiver. A huge play to keep the chains moving. Now get them in a rhythm.
God, the Royals got 8 hits in 2 innings. Complete inside the 20 to 17.
That was White. Picks up 13.
13 on the play.
That's 3 straight plays of 10 yards or more. And now, I mentioned it earlier, Anthony Brown looks like a different quarterback in this up-tempo, this no-huddle style of offense. He's picking and choosing where he wants to go with the football.
Got Basher down to the bottom of the screen, the tall 6'4" receiver. It's that way.
Touchdown, Houston.
Emmanuel
Butler.
Touchdown catch.
They're going to go for 2.
And now for a huge conversion.
You got to love that he saw on the outside T.J. Basher.
Clap your hands!
Looking up there where his tall wide receiver can just go out and rebound the defender.
So they'll go for 2 from the 5. Remember, in UFL, you can go for 1 from the 2, 2 points from the 5.
I'd go for 3 points and win the damn going game. That's what I would do.
Merritt in the backfield beside Anthony Brown.
Hey, ready.
For the tie. Brown under heat.
Brown under heat, trying to get to the end zone. Can't get in. He's down.
Short. His knee was down before he hit and extended the ball to the end zone.
That's going to be a hold for Arlington. That might win them the game.
Right here.
And the extension from Brown and that left knee touch.
Ooh, that was so close.
Way before, but that left knee is on the ground before he's even able to fully extend to get that ball to the goal line. But they still have an opportunity. They don't have to kick it off.
Right.
We can see an opportunity here on the 4th and 12 to get the ball back. So it'll be a 4th and 12 play.
They're going to do a 4th and 12 play here to try to get the ball back.
That's one of the unique rules in the UFL, 4th and 12, instead of the onside kick. That's what it looked like last season. Pretty much split down the middle.
Yeah.
Tim, you want Orlando? Got you.
So they're going to go for it. Let's listen into the strategy.
Hey, let's do it. Yeah, let's go for it. 26. Been there at 10 on Monday, right?
The Renegades is the 40. Yep, they got to make it to the 40-yard line
To maintain possession.
You got your pick of giant targets on both sides here if you can get a one-on-one.
One shot here. 4th and 12 for the Roughnecks.
Incomplete.
Went right back to Butler, but this time off the.
It's going to be Arlington win with a minute left.
Yeah, it's right off the hands of Butler.
Jamar Summers in coverage.
They got what they wanted. They had the receiver on the safety. Hit him in the hands. Hit him in the hands. He's got to hold on to that. He's got to have that. He's got to have that. And that's our ball game. Wow. They had the opportunity. And Anthony Brown, that last drive to get his team into the end zone, almost got the 2-point conversion. And then the throw right there on the 4th and 12 at the 28. That's something to build on. Yeah. A missed opportunity. But maybe we see the best of Brown. Or we...
First down and 10, Arlington. I want to thank all the moderators today for being in here and actually moderating and helping. If your name's in blue, we're gracious and appreciative that you would be moderating and helping for us today. Check us out tonight at 6 o'clock. We will be live for Triple C's. Will be fantastic. Tonight at 10:45, I'll be doing Disney Insomniacs, late night Disney. Tomorrow, I'll be doing the Preston's baseball game. Paul will be running the scoreboard. Doug and Debbie will be doing their thing, I'm sure. Hopefully with no rain. We'll be doing Preston's game. That'll be fun. Big one tonight is the Triple C's. That'll be a good one. Start it all out.
So we never did get the song, the performance from Caleb Balazs and the touchdown.
Houston's used their timeouts now, so they're pretty much done.
R&B sound like the weekend when I was listening to them. Oh, they don't have it. Just call your own play.
Sometime we'll go sometime. Same play. Same thing. Okay, hey, pistol, straight right, 96-4. Z go. Correct. Sit up, Eddie. Sit up. Turn, sit up.
Balazs again.
Handoff up the middle, inside the 30.
Gets down to the 28-yard line. Picks up 6 on the play. Third down, Doug.
Under a minute, third down.
His face mask is on. That's not good. Say I see that. Okay. That face mask is coming up. Probably need that. Are they hitting that?
Hey, don't break. Hold 3. I'll go break. Hold 3.
Not good for the Balazs over.
27 seconds. Thank you to Lila Rose for her blessing the channel today as well.
We're going to have a timeout called by Arlington on the cusp of improving to 2-0 on the season, Bob Stewart says. Yeah, the greatest formation in football. Victory. Yep. Love to hear it.
They're just going to take the victory formation.
And the backup quarterback, Holt Naylor, still out there. And Lee Prince, what you hear from me?
They're just going to take a knee. That'll do the game, everybody. Congratulations, Arlington. We'll see you later tonight. Triple C's, maybe a baseball game, and definitely Disney Late Night Insomniacs. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time on our broadcast. Boom.